Call Glass Lumber and get an estimate on new vinyl siding, a new deck, patio, or an addition. Do you need millwork? Call Glass Lumber and we'll custom mill your lumber or plywood. Whatever you need for your next project, call Glass Lumber. We're a full-service lumber yard that has everything you need to build it from the ground up. Doors, windows, roofing, flooring, a complete line of hardware, and of course, lumber. With estimating and delivery, it's all at Glass Lumber Company. Not sure if the project will fit the budget? Call Glass Lumber. We're also a service company. We'll come to your home, give you an estimate, gather the materials, and deliver them to your door or job site. It's that easy. From the handyman to the contractor, at Glass Lumber Company, we have everything to build anything. On the Boulevard in New Philadelphia or online at glasslumbercompany.com.
At first, I was hesitant to leave my home school because I didn't want to leave the friendships I established. But I have maintained all my friendships and I found my career path by attending Buckeye.
Attending Buckeye Career Center gives me the available opportunity to not only develop the career skills I am passionate about, but I can also gain college credits that help me get ahead.
While attending Buckeye Career Center, I have the opportunity to be in a school work program to build on my resume and still attend my classes. And my teachers have the necessary experience to guide me along the way.
With these experiences, I'm able to build my resume and stand out amongst my peers.
Coming to Buckeye, I wasn't sure if I'd be able to stay in sports, but once I got here, I realized that I was able to balance sports and my educational responsibilities.
Organizations like FFA help you learn leadership and professionalism while developing other skills.
So that gives me the square root of 2x minus 2.
I had the opportunity of taking classes right across the street at Kent State Tuscaloosa.
But when I left here, I knew for sure 100% that I wanted to be a teacher, and I wasn't going to let anything stop me.
I can explore and find the things I am truly passionate about. My possibilities are endless.
A high-octane, spread, wide-open, fast-paced offensive attack, and you know Tusky Valley likes to turn and pound the rock. It's going to be up the middle, lots of muscle push from this Tusky Valley team, so we'll see who comes out on top tonight. We're in a break here. When we come back, it'll be our Benchmark Construction Coaches Corner. We'll talk to both of our coaches tonight. That's up next on TV2.
Grab a bite of your favorite McGriddles with the sweet maple taste baked right in.
WJER and TV2 would like to introduce you to a new website, WJERTV2.com, where you can watch exciting high school football, soccer, and volleyball replays from TV2 Sports on your home computer, smartphone, or tablet. Also watch the latest episodes of TV2's original programming, Sports Talk, The Garden Girl, The Not So Shy Chef, Off the Record, and Medical Minutes, as well as catch up on local community news and search for local businesses. So make sure to check out the new WJERTV2.com community website where everything's local.
Next.
55 minutes. Your call is important to us. Thank you for your patience.
In the nation, we know how it feels when you aren't treated like a priority. We do things differently.
We'll take care of it.
We put members first.
Thank you.
Join the nation.
Nationwide is on your side.
Tonight's game is brought to you in part by Carpenter Heating and Cooling, located at 946 Cookson Avenue Southeast in New Philadelphia. Looking for year-round comfort? Contact Doug or Chris at 330-308-8550 or visit online at carpentercomfort.com. Billman's Appliance Center, LLC, formerly Fouts Appliance Center, is a local family-owned business who's been serving the New Philadelphia, Ohio area for over 100 years with quality major appliances, service, and repair. Specializing in GE and Hot Point appliances, from washing machines and dryers to stoves and refrigerators, we have the household appliances you need at competitive prices, and we service what we sell with experienced technicians. Stop by our store at 510 Tuscarawas Avenue in New Philadelphia or call 330-339-6418 or 339-2241 today to learn more. Dr. Richard Burns and Dr. Nathan Springer are a dedicated team of highly qualified professionals committed to determining which treatment solution is best suited to your specific orthodontic needs. Located at 107 Ray Avenue Northeast in New Philadelphia, give them a call at 330-343-9911. At Burns & Springer, we look forward to seeing you smile. Return to the elegance of late 19th century by visiting J.E. Reeves Victorian Home and its adjoining Carriage House Museum in Dover, Ohio. Ceremonies and receptions can be held on the beautiful grounds and gardens or in the Carriage House for smaller occasions. The Carriage House comfortably seats 72 people and can be rented out for birthday parties and other occasions. The J.E. Reeves Victorian Home is located at 325 East Iron Avenue in Dover, Ohio. Call 330-343-7040 to schedule your special event.
Welcome back to the Benchmark Construction Coaches Corner. I'm Denny Trimmer. We're getting you set for Tusky Valley taking on Sandy Valley. High school football action here at Tusky Valley High School. Happy to be joined on the Coaches Corner by Tusky Valley's George Zagalis. And Coach, first win a week ago. It's a good feeling, right?
It sure was. Kids worked real hard whole summer, had good turnouts, and it's good to see their hard work pay off.
Now, you come into a situation where this hasn't been win after win. It's actually been tough season after tough season for the recent past. What do you have to do in terms of changing the culture and getting kids to buy in to make things happen the way you want them to happen?
Well, I think that you got to lay out the game plan for them, and I'm talking about, practice plan, the way you want them to play, the way you want them to practice, the way you want them to behave in the halls, the way you want them to behave in the classroom. And I think once that starts and you start laying that foundation for them, then I think everything else just follows along.
Had your first win of the season, so you're at 500, 101. Talk about the win at Riverview. Obviously, you were able to do some things on the ground, and that's just the way you like it.
Yeah, that's our philosophy. We want to be physical. We want to be tough up front. We want to have a tough front seven and a tough offensive line, and that's what we've been preaching. And it worked out well for us last week against Riverview. This week it's going to be tough. We got a good Sandy Valley team coming in here. Coach Gardner does a great job with them. They're physical at the point of attack as well, and we got to work it out for us.
And talk about, of course, physical to me means the guys on the line of scrimmage are blasting one another, whether they're on offense or defense. Sandy Valley's offense can pose some problems because they also add speed to that mix as well. How do you look at them from a defensive standpoint and try and take on what challenges they bring tonight?
Well, like I said, we have our work cut out for us because they can be physical at the point of attack. They have great receivers and a great quarterback. It's going to be tough for us today, but we're up to it.
Keys to a Trojan victory?
I think that we got to stop their pass game, and I think we got to be able to run the ball.
Best of luck, George.
Thank you.
George Zagalis, the head coach of the Tusky Valley Trojans. We'll be back right after this from Benchmark, and we'll talk with Zach Gardner from Sandy Valley.
Omni Orthopedics comprehensive programs provide early diagnosis and successful treatment for every musculoskeletal problem. With more than 30 years of orthopedic experience, their physicians offer patient-centered treatment for all ages. From evaluation to rehabilitation, your treatment plan is designed around your needs. Omni Orthopedics specializes in sports medicine, the spine, physical medicine and rehabilitation, foot and ankle, and hand surgery. If pain makes activities like climbing stairs, standing or walking a challenge, turn to the home team at Omni Orthopedics. Their mission is to provide you with the highest quality and most advanced orthopedic services so you can get back in the game. Located in the Oxford Medical Arts Building, Omni offers a full-service facility including digital x-ray and physical therapy. So there's no need to travel when quality care is so close to home. Omni Orthopedics, setting the standard in orthopedic care.
Are you recovering from orthopedic surgery, experiencing low back pain, or pain resulting from an injury? If so, choose Trinity Hospital Twin Cities Rehab Center. Their experienced team of physical therapists provide personalized care to help you return to normal activities as soon as possible. Choose the Trinity Hospital Twin City Rehab Center at Denison. Call 740-922-6675 for more information.
As a parent, we always want what's best for our child. In the case of one child, it may be going off to college. In another case, staying home and going to college. And yet, in other cases, it could be going right into the workforce. But how will they have the skills to do that? Buckeye Career Center has been the answer for one of our daughters. She's learning to do things with her hands that are going to be very valuable for her in the workplace. And we're excited we have Buckeye to thank for that.
Adults who return to Buckeye Career Center to continue their education usually have one goal in mind. They want the opportunity for a better job. The fact is, adult education programs at Buckeye Career Center are less expensive and provide greater opportunities for job placement following graduation. It's your future. Get the facts. Buckeye Career Center. We put people to work. Find out more about your future at buckeyecareercenter.org.
Welcome back to the Benchmark Construction Coaches Corner Show. I'm Denny Trimmer. Now we're joined by Sandy Valley head coach Zach Gardner. And you're still a young guy, but boy, these past few seasons, you've just not had success. You've started to lay the foundation for what has become a looked at program in this area. So congratulations on that. But tell us, that's been kind of the goal from the beginning. You didn't just want to come in and be one and done. You wanted to, you know how to build it right. Yep. Talk about laying that foundation.
Yeah, absolutely. From day one, we've talked with our kids back in 2013 that we wanted to establish a program and we wanted to do it right. We weren't willing to take one little step forward to take 3 steps back with playing kids that were more athletic. We wanted kids that were bought in, and so now we have the fortune of having kids that are bought in and are athletic, and they've been lifting since December at 6 a.m. in the morning. They gave up their summer. We're really excited about the commitment we have from our kids and what the future holds.
And you've had some big wins. You've had some big games that have just come up short. But, boy, perhaps the signature win of your young career maybe happened in week 1 with that big win down in Midvale.
Yeah, absolutely. That was a special night for our kids. We talked about beating teams like that all year. But that's in the past now, and we have to focus on 1 week at a time. And we have a very good opponent here tonight. Very physical, well-coached. Tusky Valley is definitely a program heading in the right direction. And, they're going to be hungry for a win. And we got to match their intensity and match their physicality tonight and to come out with a victory.
And such contrasting styles, whereas you like to spread it out, be fast, go edge to edge. This team wants to line up and shove the ball down your throat.
Well, absolutely. I worry sometimes about us spreading out, becoming one of the mentality of a spread team where you're catching stuff. We got to make sure that we match their physicality. You can definitely tell that they're coaching up and teaching, firing off the ball and tackling and playing right over here. So we need to match that physicality tonight.
Talk about maybe a couple keys to a Sandy Valley victory tonight.
We have to get off to a fast start. First 2 games and our first 2 scrimmages that we had, we have not got off to a fast start. Been down in those situations. We have to come out and get on them early.
Coach, best of luck tonight.
Thank you so much.
Guys, that's Zach Gardner, head coach at Sandy Valley High School. As the raindrops start to fall, I'm going to head back upstairs. We'll get you ready for kickoff. It's Sandy Valley at Tusky Valley, and it's up next on TV2.
WJER and TV2 would like to introduce you to a new website, WJERTV2.com, where you can watch exciting high school football, soccer, and volleyball replays from TV2 Sports on your home computer, smartphone, or tablet. Also watch the latest episodes of TV2's original programming, Sports Talk, The Garden Girl, The Not So Shy Chef, Off the Record, and Medical Minutes, as well as catch up on local community news and search for local businesses. So make sure to check out the new WJERTV2.com community website where everything's local.
Century National Bank is proud to bring you the quarter recap on TV2 Sports.
The students, staff, and families involved in these games know the importance of commitment and working together to achieve a goal.
Century National Bank enjoys supporting our hometown organizations because we share those same values.
Over many generations, our local bankers have earned a reputation for responsibility and trustworthy guidance.
We invite you to count on us. Visit us soon at our new location, 1255 Monroe Avenue, New Philadelphia, or give us a call at 330-681-7000.
We hope to see you soon and enjoy the game.
Hi, I'm Elaine Miller with Naturally Green Cleaning Service. My company serves both commercial and residential clients. We do general cleaning, spring and fall, empty homes to get them move-in ready, and final cleans for new construction. We use eco-friendly cleaning products that leave your home or office fresh, clean, and safe for you, your family, pets, or coworkers. Our focus at Naturally Green is to provide excellent customer service paired with outstanding work to build a relationship of trust with you, our clients. Having served the area 4+ years, we have had many referrals and testimonials that you can access on our website at www.naturallygreencs.com. Our work sells itself, therefore we have never had any contracts even with our largest commercial accounts. Call us today for your free quote and see what makes our company stand out.
From Tusky Valley High School, Denny Trimmer along with Rob Brindley as we bring you TV2's continuing coverage of high school football. It's going to be a good one tonight as the Trojans at 1-1 getting set to take on the undefeated 2-0 Sandy Valley Cardinals. Rob Brindley, time for our Parkway Auto Superstore keys to the game. I know you like Sandy Valley an awful lot.
Well, I like Sandy Valley, and I like how these young men have really matured and bought into Zach Gardner and his coaching offense, his philosophy up there. I think the keys for Sandy Valley tonight, Denny, are they got to come out just like they have done the first two games. They've been the aggressor in those games. They just fly all over the field. They're really getting after people. That's what they need to do on their side, not focus on so much what Tusky Valley's doing. Tusky Valley, they're more in the vein of they've got to establish the run and not force their quarterback to have to throw the young freshman level, and he throws the ball about 10 times a game.
Presenting the colors this evening. Ladies and gentlemen, please
let's go down to the field for our Dr. Jill Barker, the national anthem. Tonight's national anthem brought to you by Jill Barker OD, a local family optometry practice with offices in Dover and Cadiz. Dr. Barker takes great pride in the individual care and attention provided to all of her patients. For quality eye care and great-looking pair of glasses, please contact Jill Barker at 330-343-6941, or in Dover, or that is in Dover, or Cadiz at 740-942-4433. Dr. Jill Barker, was the Times Reporter Reader's Choice for Favorite Eye Doctor in 2014. Rob, as we circle back, we want to give a key to the game for the home team tonight, Tusky Valley. They're coming back off of their first win of the season. A week ago, they played really well against Riverview.
And that's huge. You know, coming in with that momentum, and now you got a little taste of victory. You know, now you got to keep doing those things. Even if they're not working, you can't get impatient now. This is still a young team as far as with their coach and their quarterback at the skill position in the backfield. But they do have some good veteran players, too. Just don't lose sight of what you do. You are Tusky Valley, and this is what you do. Don't try to not be Tusky Valley.
Find the keys to your next vehicle at Parkway Auto Chrysler, one of the premier car dealerships in the Tuscarawas Valley. Now, Rob, it's week 2, so you got to think we're pretty healthy out there. Omni Orthopedic, great partner to have when it comes to talking about injuries, but these teams pretty clean thus far.
Yeah, pretty clean, and you know, both of them had taken in part some really big hitting games. That Indian Valley, Sandy Valley game a couple weeks ago was a bruiser. I mean, Brandon Murphy put a couple hits on a couple Indian Valley guys. Maybe a forced fumble at the 20-yard line that sealed that game on an Indian Valley last drive. And in the first game, Waynedale was for real. And this Tusky Valley team went up there and took it on the chin 40-6. So you know what? You go up there and you take a beating like that, you hope you're coming home healthy.
But so far, so good for both of our teams. Tonight's injury report brought to you by Omni Orthopedics. If you've been sidelined with an injury, get back into the game with the home team at Omni Orthopedics. With more than 30 years of orthopedic experience, their physicians offer patient-centered treatment for all ages. Boy, you just like the atmosphere up here, don't you?
Oh, I love it. It's a great press box, great facility. I remember playing here on Saturday afternoons. They didn't have lights here, and the train would come by behind the press box.
Train whistled by here about 35 minutes ago, shortly before the rains came. Glad to have you with us tonight. You were part of the WJER Domino's pregame show with Michael Roberts. So you do your business down there, you run upstairs, now you're part of the TV2 call.
Yeah, Stan said, hey, can you help us out? And I was never so happy to help anybody out. One, because I want to watch this game. It's going to be a great game. But two, they said, hey, DT's doing the play-by-play. And I said, another opportunity to be with my man, DT.
And bonus number 3, best, bar none, best press box food. Any press box in the area, Tusky Valley High School.
I know who the caterer is because she catered an event down at Kent State Tusk 2 weeks ago for our new freshman orientation. Kathy Stotzer does a wonderful job, and that mac and cheese back there. Mom, sorry, Kathy outdid you tonight.
That is a good item, Kathy's mac and cheese. Let's take a look at our nationwide starting lineups. Of course, tonight's starting lineups, the service of Nationwide. Your local agents, Don Kemp on East High Avenue in New Philadelphia, Doug Sofer on West High Avenue in New Philadelphia. So if you're looking to insure your home, auto, maybe health insurance, life insurance, give Don a call at 339-4211 or Doug at 339-4700. As we break down the starting lineups for these teams, boy, I think the key matchup really is this high-octane, fast-paced Sandy Valley spread, sprint, run and shoot. You can name it about 50 different things because they do 50 different things. But, boy, what they do offensively is really going to put the pressure on Sandy Valley's defense. So you see the offensive starters on your screen. Rob, the trigger man, Nelson Mosden, is a good one.
Yeah, he's only a sophomore. The young man has added some running to his passing that he did last year. 8 games he started last year. Everybody thought, oh, he's a young guy. He's going to have trouble. He's still got to mature. He's done that already.
30 of 51 passing thus far this season. 499 yards in total in 2 games. 3 touchdowns through the air, 1 on the ground, as Rob mentioned, the running. And only been intercepted twice. He's got a pair of wide receivers. Now, there's about, let's be honest, there's about 6 kids that catch balls. He's got a pair of really good ones. Jacob Wagner, who's probably one of the best kickers in this part of the state, has 14 catches already for 275 yards. And Darren Finn with 10 catches for 146 yards and a score. This team knows how to spread the ball around.
They do, and you know, and those 2 young men caught the week before against Indian Valley, both caught 7 passes for 150 yards and a TD, so they're good reception. If you want to see a great picture, check out Darren Finn's Twitter account, and you can see the one-handed, over-the-back shoulder Odell Beckham-like catch he made. Yeah.
Well, and of course, the Cardinals offense is going to go head-to-head with the Sandy Valley defense, and when you look at them from a schematic standpoint, a little old school here. They're going to line up 5 across that front line. 3 linebackers, 3 defensive backs. All of a sudden, I'm thinking they don't have enough bodies in the back end of this. They got to use those big guys up front to get some push, get some pressure on that Sandy Valley quarterback.
Well, they're hoping those big guys up front like Johnson and Levi Simpson and Kohler, that they're going to get upfield and get in the backfield, put pressure on the quarterback, and make him get outside the pocket somewhere that Nelson Marsden has not been and had to be this year so far.
Well, let's keep the emphasis on Tusky Valley and look at what they do offensively. In stark contrast to what Sandy Valley does, the Tusky Valley offense, led by the freshman quarterback, Ethan Love, he just wants to turn and hand that football to 2 really good backs that he has in Seth Johnson and Jake Arendale.
Oh, yeah, and Arendale's the big playmaker. That guy busted off a 92-yarder last week against Riverview, a 72-yarder against Waynedale. He's got that breakaway speed. He's just going to get the corner on you. He's also very strong. He'll put his head down and run right over you.
Both of those backs listed at 190 pounds, and that's 190 pounds of muscle on each of them, that's for sure. It's a big offensive front as well. When you look across the front, they're a seasoned group, very, very tough and strong. They're exactly the kind of recipe you need up front when you want to run the football.
Yeah, they are, you know, and that's what it takes, you know, to ground and pound, and that's the name of their game right now. You got to have those big horses up front to be able to move people out of the way.
Well, and by contrast, the Sandy Valley defense, we talked about that 5-man front for the Trojans D, just a 3-man front here as the whole team is centered around speed and getting guys in space and being able to defend. So you've got that 3 down lineman look. You're going to have then 3 inside backers, a pair of outside backers to help on the coverage. You've got to pinch those fast guys now in tight to slow down that Tusky Valley run.
Yeah, and they love flying to the ball. That's their MO. They fly to the ball. It's like a sugar cube. You throw it out there and a bunch of ants go after it. That's what Sandy Valley is. They're like the swarming defense. They like to come right at you. One of the unsung heroes of this defense and leading tackler last year was Francesco Borsellino. Man, that guy is in the trenches. He doesn't get a lot of pub as far as you see his name in the paper.
You've been dying to say that name.
You know, I have, but you know, he is just one of those guys. He's a workhorse in the trench.
Let's take a time out here. When we come back, we'll get you set with our Domino's kickoff. It's Tusky Valley and Sandy Valley, and it's up next on TV2.
Students choose Kent State University at Tuscarawas because of our academic excellence, dedicated faculty, and affordable tuition. Our bachelor's and associate degrees will prepare you for careers including nursing, computer animation, or veterinary technology. Kent State Tuscarawas offers a dynamic campus with state-of-the-art facilities, exceptional student services, and a welcoming environment. Call or visit us online to register for classes and find out more about Kent State Tuscarawas.
What do you call 2 Big Mac sandwiches, 2 cheeseburgers, 4 world-famous fries, and a 10-piece tender juicy chicken McNuggets? We call it the Mickey D's Dinner Box. You can call it Family Dinner-tastic.
Omni Orthopedics comprehensive programs provide early diagnosis and successful treatment for every musculoskeletal problem. With more than 30 years of orthopedic experience, their physicians offer patient-centered treatment for all ages. From evaluation to rehabilitation, your treatment plan is designed around your needs. Omni Orthopedics specializes in sports medicine, the spine, physical medicine and rehabilitation, foot and ankle, and hand surgery. If pain makes activities like climbing stairs, standing or walking a challenge, turn to the home team at Omni Orthopedics. Their mission is to provide you with the highest quality and most advanced orthopedic services so you can get back in the game. Located in the Oxford Medical Arts Building, Omni offers a full-service facility including digital x-ray and physical therapy. So there's no need to travel when quality care is so close to home. Omni Orthopedics, setting the standard in orthopedic care.
And we're back. It's a postseason atmosphere here as these 2 familiar foes get ready to lock horns, visiting Sandy Valley at 2-0, taking on the host 1-1 Tusky Valley here at Trojans Field. Rob Brindley, what happened with the coin toss?
How about the little statement here by the Trojans? They won the toss and they said, we want the ball. Make a statement early.
We will not defer.
That shows you the moxie of their coach, George Zagalis as well.
Well, this will showcase one of the premier kickers in the area. Number 14, Jacob Wagner. He is a two-way starter, both offensive and defensive. Set as the leading receiver, plays defensive back. But as far as kickers go around here, this is as good as it gets. The 3-year letter winner, and he's set to put toe to ball for our Domino's kickoff. Domino's located at 88 East Iron Avenue in Dover. Enjoy some pizza during the game and call 343-4434 for fast delivery. You can also order online at pizza.domino's.com, and that is about 2 yards deep in the end zone. And Rob, that's an instant.
Yeah, instant touchback, and that ball's going to come out to the
football, 1st and 10 from their own 20.
There you go, the 20-yard line. I was waiting there for a second, back deep. The two men that were back there, Cody Lewis, and that was Gabe Shetler, number 3 on the right. And Lewis got the ball, and the Trojans are going to have it first down. Look at their lineup.
The Bowling Green fans, this is the old Poe Ditch Rat formation. Our first gadget of the night, courtesy of the Tusky Valley Trojans. Now they'll race to the line of scrimmage. And the quick turn and hand. This is Arendale, and nothing doing as he's going to be shoved back.
Up there by the whole front line of the Sandy Valley Cardinals.
So a generous spot. We'll say he did achieve the line of scrimmage before getting plowed backward.
Yeah, because he got caught about 2 yards deep in that back, but he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
That's how a lot of my runs looked in high school.
There was a little hard count there that time by the quarterback, Ethan Love. You saw that. A lot of players jump on Sandy Valley, not trying to anticipate the count snap.
So Love, the freshman signal caller for this team, lost the football. It's still loose. Sandy Valley says they have it, and in fact they do. So the first turnover of the game, well, Rob, it doesn't get set up any better than that. And let's take a look at this on the replay.
He dropped the ball right off the snap, Denny, and you see it gets poked away there by Sandy Valley defender, and it's recovered in the backfield there. It'll be by Francesco Borsellino.
That's your guy. Our replay sponsor, of course, Buckeye Career Center. Buckeye Career Center, 545 University Drive, Northeast in New Philadelphia. Online at buckeyecareercenter.org. Great to have that replay. Why don't we have that when we're doing radio?
No kidding. That's a great read. That's going to put the ball down the 14-yard line, Denny. So starting with the short field of the Cardinals.
Well, the Cardinals is with that, as expected, spread lineup. We've got trips or 3 receivers split wide to the right. Mosden in the pistol with a back behind him and a receiver left. Mosden's going to roll right, fire. Oh, it's caught and into the end zone. They're going to say yes.
Well, he hit his backside hit first before he stretched the ball over the goal line, and I think they're going to call Darren Finn. It's a great catch over the shoulder.
And let's watch the Buckeye Career Center replay. I'm yelling touchdown. Here's why. He lands, and as he's reaching with the football, they'll say he made contact with his backside near the 1-yard line just prior to stretching across. This is Dre Bracken on the push and the score.
Number 4, Dre Bracken carries the football.
So Bracken, the sophomore, able to turn that 1-yard run into cash, and quickly, and I mean quickly, Sandy Valley capitalizes on the turnover, and it's 6-0 Cardinals.
Well, they did their best Tim Misney impression right there, because after the fumble, they went for the big one right off the first play, and they got it down to 1. Thought they had a TD, but they lead now 6-0 and ready for the PAT.
Make them pay?
Make them pay. That's exactly what he did. Well, this young man's got a leg on him. Did you see him just at the practice kick down there?
Want to be anywhere near that practice swing.
I'd throw my whole hip and shoulder would be out too.
So Jacob Wagner on to a try the point after. Hold is down. The kick is up. And into the night sky, it's good. 7-0. We're a minute in to this first period on our Kent State University Tuscarawas scoreboard. It's Sandy Valley 7, Tusky Valley 7. Don't forget, at the end of this contest, we'll have a McDonald's MVP, courtesy of our local McDonald's restaurant. 6 locations in the area to serve you: Dover, Uricksville, New Cumberstown, Caddis, and 2 locations in New Philadelphia. Our Stan Bunting from TV2 down walking the track behind the Tusky Valley bench. Rob, do you think he's lobbying to get in the game?
He's reaching down there trying to peer through some of the players. I think he's trying to untangle the cord down there because it's wrapped around a bunch of legs. I think it's Stan. I don't think he really would want to be out there. There's some players out there that will be putting hurting on all of us.
They weren't that big when Stan played, I'll tell you that.
They didn't have face masks, and they only had leather helmets then, too, I believe.
That was Rob, Stan, not Denny.
Denny gave me a list of things I had to say tonight.
So Jacob Wagner with his second kickoff in 1 clock minute of play. This one's fielded inside the 10. And here comes Gabe Shetler for the Trojans. A little shake, 20, 25, crosses the 30, up to the 40-yard line before he's brought down by the kicker, Wagner. Beautifully executed that time, and Shetler not only showed the shake and the ability to get outside, Robbie showed a little toughness on that run.
He sure did. He took that ball and just went right outside. It was kind of an inside move there. He got off on the left foot. The defender moved that way, and he got the outside corner, and they drug him down from behind, but a good return to 35 yards.
Well, the best way to answer from giving up a turnover and a quick score is with a big play on the special teams area. Shetler did just that, setting up his team with beautiful field position here to start with the ball at the 40-yard line.
Some question about the football. They're going to make an exchange there. Of course, with the wet turf, they're going to make sure they keep a dry ball out there. Not raining at the moment.
Properly inflated?
Properly inflated as well.
So it will be 1st and 10. You see the Trojans at the right hash. This is Love under center. Turns. Here's the hand to Arendale. Arendale just gets back to that line of scrimmage, and not much more. Borsellino and Niesel.
Under first by number 53, Frankie Borsellino. Gain of 1 yard on the play brings up 2nd down and 9.
Boy, and I guess that's the thing, Rob. You know, we make mention of the different styles of defensive alignments. Tusky Valley starts off with 5 guys along the line. Sandy Valley with just 3. If your 3 guys are big and strong and have a little movement, you can do some things in the back half of that defense that you don't have to worry about. Look at this snap over the head of Love. Love collects.
He's running for his life right now.
Oh, and he's going to be brought down after about a 12-yard loss. And let's be honest, he's lucky that he was able to scoop up the ball, because that could easily have turned into 6 more Sandy Valley points. And boy, whether it's the wet football or just what's happening in the trenches, tough snap that time. First look we've seen with Tusky Valley in the shotgun.
He'll give him a 3rd and 22 as a loss about 13 yards, and he was chased down back there by Dre Bracken, who made the tackle for the Cardinals.
So 3rd down now and 22. Ball at the 28. Oh, and here's the fake in the backfield. I'm telling you, Ethan Love got body slammed. He did a good job getting that ball to the up man Johnson as he was carrying out the play fake to Arendale. A facial was served up. A little slow to get up was the freshman. Punting situation. Let's watch again on our Buckeye Career Center replay. Watch the hit. And that's Borsellino body slamming Ethan Love to the Friday night turf.
You talk about taking one for the team. That was definitely taking one for a team, but gain of 17, kind of put your punter and able to flip the field a little bit here with a good kick.
And this should be the fullback Johnson in punt formation. Gets off a nice kick. Ball going to be fielded all the way back near the 15-yard line. Keck with it as he was putting on his first move.
Number 9, Evan Keck fields the punt. He slips down inside the 20-yard line.
Trying to make that cut on the wet turf was going one way, and the knee went down.
I'm looking at that, Denny. It looks like about a 44-yard punt.
That's a beautiful punt.
Especially when there's no return by Sandy Valley, and it's going to pin them back their 17.
So a second look at this Sandy Valley offense. Here come the Cardinals. Mosden already 1 for 1 on the big pass play that set up the Bracken touchdown run. This time he gives. This is Bracken going right side. Nice cut, 25-30. Look out.
Log him on.
He's going Dre Bracken house call. 30, 20, 15, 10, 5, and another Cardinal touchdown.
You don't have to pass the football in this offense to do it fast. Dre Bracken on the run out that time.
You see him out of gas down there. He was down at the pole vaulting pit down there. Watch him on the replay here. Watch the quick little tiptoe step through, Denny, right here. He gets right here, defender, steps through it, and then he's off to the races. He just has one man to beat. That time it was Jake Sharp there, and he got by him. Just grabbed a little bit of the foot, stepped through that tackle as well, and he's off down the sideline.
And guys, that's modern offense, page 1, that little zone read that time. Nelson Mosden, the quarterback, stuck the ball in his belly and had his eyes on the defensive end, read the play right, handed off, and it was off to the races for Dre Bracken. 13-0 now, and this, as you know, is going to be a gimme for Jacob Wagner. So at the 8:30 mark in the first quarter, 14-0. Rob, I think they've only run 3 plays.
Well, I've got them for 3 plays. You're exactly right. A 14-yard drive after a turnover, and then an 83-yard run, and both touchdowns scored by Dre Bracken.
We want to thank our friends at Kent State Tuscarawas, first for loaning us Rob Brindley for the night, but secondly, they're the sponsor of our scoreboard you see across the bottom of the screen this evening. Kent State Tuscarawas, 330 University Drive Northeast in New Philadelphia. So many good things going on campus, Rob. New dean seems to have such control and such a great touch and rapport with folks. He's just a super guy.
He's a super guy. You know, I can't ask for anything more. You know, we had Dean Greg Andrews did a great job, and then they get a new dean, and you're always wondering what's going to happen. I wonder what this person's going to be like. We couldn't ask for a better replacement to come in and take over things. Dean Brad Bielski has just been a blessing.
Except he likes the Bengals.
Yeah, that's the only thing I can knock on it for. But he does like Cincinnati chili, so I like that as well. Which, by the way, November 5th, we'll be having a Browns-Bengals watch party on campus. You'll have to come down for that. Bill Morgan's going to debate Dean Bielski before the game, Browns or Bengals, and why.
Ball fielded at the 2-yard line. Ball popped out loose, they'll say after the whistle, though.
Kickoff fielded by number 20, Cody Lewis. Brought down by number 25, Brad Smith.
Lewis again back there, was able to run it forward.
We'll see what Tusky Valley does now with their 3rd possession of the ball game so far. They had 2 plays on the first one, and fumbled the snap and led to a first score of the game, 7-0 Sandy Valley, and then they put together some positive yardage on a kickoff return and then went backwards but gained some back and flipped the field, so to speak, with a 44-yard punt, but then gave up the big 83-yard touchdown play to Bracken in the first quarter, and that's how Sandy Valley's out 14-0.
And already some confusion. Tusky Valley with trouble getting the play in. And this looks like Gabe Shetler under center. He's going to turn and hand to Arendale.
Cody Lewis carries the football.
I'm sorry, that was Lewis. Remember, it was Ethan Love that took the body slam on that last play of the Tusky Valley offensive attack prior to the punt.
He's down here at the end of the bench with the trainer sitting beside him.
Never a good place to be. Certainly we hope he's just winded and is able to get back in there. Coach Zagalis over there talking with him now. So Shetler, the senior, serves as the team's backup quarterback, so he moves in from his receiver slot. Pair of receivers left. Shetler the give this time, that's Lewis. Lewis off left tackle.
Cody Lewis carries the football.
And he gets it just near the 30-yard line.
Brandon Murphy takes the ball out to the 28-yard line. He's up 3rd down and 6.
Bring up about a 3rd and 5. And boy, you're down 2 scores. Your starting quarterback on the bench. And now you've got a 3rd down at just 5. You'd like to see this converted, keep those chains moving. Beautiful run that time by Seth Johnson. Boy, Rob, you mentioned when we saw them warming up and then him going out for the first time on the field, this kid is a monster.
He is built. He's really low to the ground. You see him get the handoff here, covered up both hands. Then explodes through the hole, covers up the ball again, takes a big hit.
Rob,
didn't pop the ball out.
He's not taking a big hit. He's delivering the hit.
He delivered a first down that time, and it's the first down of the night for the Trojans, and positive yardage once again.
Love that Buckeye Career Center replay. That time you saw the determination to move those chains. Great carry that time by Seth Johnson. That'll bring up 1st and 10. Ball at about the 38-yard line, right hash. Shetler with the toss. This is Lewis with a burst. He gets across the 40.
Cody Lewis carries the football.
Maybe the 41-yard line.
With their first by number 44, Chad Neisel. Takes the ball up to the 40-yard line. That's a pickup of 2.
So picked up a couple on the carry. 6:22 to play in the opening period. Denny Trimmer and Rob Brindley with you from Tusky Valley High School. Sandy Valley on top of the Trojans, 14-0. And it's 2nd down and about 8. Left hash, this is Shetler. On the give. And you see that play pushed back. Looked like Lewis.
First by number 22, Jared Oliver.
Yeah, Jared Oliver shot through there. 6'1", 185-pound senior linebacker for the Cardinals. He was quick. He got there when Lewis got the ball.
And you know, Rob, when you're building a team or building a program like Zach Gardner's doing, and so much of the emphasis is on speed, immediately you think, well, our running backs have to be fast like we've seen. The wide receivers have to be fast. You're building speed on that defensive side as well.
Yeah.
There you saw him closing the hole.
Overall team speed really closed the gap on you, and you saw that time they worked it to their advantage. And a negative play for the Trojans.
So big 3rd down and 9, middle of the field. Ball at their own 39-yard line. They're going to turn and hand. Lewis again, and nothing doing.
He got into a wrestling match right there with Brandon Murphy from his linebacker spot.
Not a guy you want to wrestle with. 6 foot, 180-pound senior is Murphy. Another punting situation.
Seth
Johnson hammered his first punt of the night.
Back deep for the Cardinals, number 2, Darren Finn, and number 9, Evan Keck.
Keck and Finn are deep for the Cardinals. Snap back, plenty of time, delivers the punt that hits about the 26. Fielded by Keck. Keck shakes the first man, gets a block. A lot of east and west in this carry, not a lot of north and south.
9, Evan Keck fields the punt. Drugged down by number 3, Gabe Shetler.
And we've got a player down on the field.
Not good, holding a knee, and that was after a 40-yard punt. So 2 very nice punts by Johnson, 44 and 40 yards. So it gives him a 42-yard average through 2 kicks.
So with 4.5 to go in the first period and a 14-0 Sandy Valley lead, we're going to take a timeout. Denny Trimmer and Rob Brindley, and we'll be back with more first quarter action right here on TV2.
Hi, I'm Elaine Miller with Naturally Green Cleaning Service. My company serves both commercial and residential clients. We do general cleaning, spring and fall, empty homes to get them move-in ready, and final cleans for new construction. We use eco-friendly cleaning products that leave your home or office fresh, clean, and safe for you, your family, pets, or coworkers. Our focus at Naturally Green is to provide excellent customer service paired with outstanding work to build a relationship of trust with you, our clients. Having served the area 4+ years, we have had many referrals and testimonials that you can access on our website at www.naturallygreencs.com. Our work sells itself, therefore we have never had any contracts even with our largest commercial accounts. Call us today for your free quote and see what makes our company stand out.
Are you recovering from orthopedic surgery, experiencing low back pain, or pain resulting from an injury? If so, choose Trinity Hospital Twin Cities Rehab Center. Their experienced team of physical therapists provide personalized care to help you return to normal activities as soon as possible. Choose the Trinity Hospital Twin City Rehab Center at Denison. Call 740-922-6675 for more information.
My name is Danielle. I'm a 2000 graduate from Buckeye Career Center Health Occupation Program, which helped me get my job here at Union Hospital on the pediatric floor as a registered nurse.
We are Buckeye Career Center graduates.
Buckeye Career Center helped my family get the training and education they needed to start our careers.
We're Buckeye Career Center graduates.
I'm Rod. Upon graduation at Buckeye Career Center, they helped me find a job.
Adults who return to Buckeye Career Center to continue their education usually have one goal in mind. They want the opportunity for a better job. The fact is, adult education programs at Buckeye Career Center are less expensive and provide greater opportunities for job placement following graduation. It's your future. Get the facts. Buckeye Career Center. We put people to work. Find out more about your future at buckeyecareercenter.org.
Well, welcome back to Tusky Valley High School, and we went to break with a player down. That player happens to be Jalen Sharp. Rob, certainly one of the leaders on this team as a freshman, the team's leading tackler and one of the team leaders in interceptions.
Yeah, and he just got caught in that collision down there and tweaked his knee, and we hope he's able to get back in there. It's not as serious as it looked there. Really crumpled up and in pain down there, Denny.
So Sharp sits. He will join starting quarterback Ethan Love on the bench getting a medical look. It's 14-0 Sandy Valley. They have the football. 1st and 10 at their own 18 following the Johnson punt. Mosden in the pistol. Going to try and roll right, steps forward. Look at that pass. Wide open down the right side and just over the outstretched reach of Jacob Wagner.
Boy, Wagner gave his every effort he could get to that ball, and it just went off his fingertips. And that was thrown off the back foot. As he's rolling out, he just flung it out there like a dart.
He whistled that ball out there. And
brings up 2nd down and 10.
Again, you see the athleticism of Wagner. He leads this team in catches with 14. 2nd and 10, Mosden looking. Rolls right, fires. That was intended for Finn, but pretty well covered on the right side, Rob, and pretty wisely thrown out of bounds.
Yeah, wide and high, out of bounds where nobody could get it if his man couldn't get it. Great decision by the young man. Well, first 2 possessions of the ball game so far, Sandy Valley has scored, and now they find themselves in a hole here, 3rd and 10.
This is already their longest drive at play 3. Clock stops on the incomplete. 4:19 to play in the first period. Glad to have you with us here on TV2. Jenny Trimmer and Rob Brindley with you. Don't forget you can catch these replays anytime by going online, WJERTV2.com. Mosden again looking right side, and it's just over the outstretched reach of Jacob Wagner. I give them about 2 more tries before they dial that one in.
They felt they have something over there to exploit because they went that way 3 times, twice long.
Oh, that's Tyler Burrier defending on that side. Tyler, one of the taller defenders at 6'3", so they're not going, we're throwing at the short guy and running our tall receiver out. They just like their receiver on that side, and with good time to throw and survey the field, Mosden's been pulling the trigger.
Jacob Wagner in punt formation for the Cardinals.
See what Wagner can do with the punt. We've seen him kick off. We've seen him kick field goals.
Yeah, that's going to be pretty good, too. The spiral doesn't turn over, but it does cross midfield. Ball out of bounds at about the 48-yard line.
About a 35-yard punt.
And he probably did his best work fielding the high snap.
That's exactly right, because it almost looked like one of the Tusky Valley defenders was going to get a hand on that ball. He was so close.
Well, we continue to watch Ethan Love, still sidelined on the Tusky Valley bench. He took a body slam after a play fake earlier in this period. Borsellino lifted him up like a pro wrestler and sent him to the canvas, so to speak. So this will be Shetler in relief.
If you ever had the wind knocked out of you, you know how painful that can be. Hopefully it's just the wind.
Shetler turns, this time the give. Looks like Lewis again, crosses midfield.
Lewis carries the football straight ahead. Met there first by number 53, Frankie Borsellino.
Rob, I'll tell you, the rains came at about 20 till 7, kickoff time at 7. Ended prior to the 2 teams coming back out onto the field. And now you've got that nice, almost fall-feeling breeze with this open press box. Oh,
it's very enjoyable right here, right now. Better than last week. I would rather have been sitting here tonight than last week, how hot it was.
They're going to give Lewis 3. 2nd down and 7. Ball at the Sandy Valley 49. Lewis keeps, or that's Johnson rather, keeps those legs moving.
Johnson carries the football.
Johnson, a 5'7", 190-pound bowling ball coming through there. Kept those legs churning. Averages on the season 7.5 yards a carry. And it's carries like that, you can see why.
He's like a battering ram going in there, and he was almost standing straight up, and he was still moving the pile.
And puts his team in pretty good shape here. A manageable 3rd and 4. That stack eye look. Shetler. Time they give to the deep man, Arundale. Tries to spin out. It's still moving. But unfortunately for him, had to give ground to get ground, and before he could circle back. It was Keck, among others, in there, finishing the play off.
I was really concerned I am now as we're going to have a change of possession down there. I'm watching DJ Alberti for Tusky Valley, and he was lined up in the backfield there, and he was holding his right shoulder, and now he walked up to the line here on the 4th down play where we're going to have the punt, and he was still kind of gun shy there.
Well, you don't want to make light of the injuries here, but certainly turning into a mash type unit here early for Tusky Valley. 4th and 8. Johnson with his 3rd punt, and it's a dandy. Ball going to be caught inside the 10-yard line by Keck. Keck with a little shake though, 15-20. Crosses the 25, he's got the 30-yard line now. Just couldn't stay up on his feet. But boy, you see the dipping and dancing on our Buckeye Career Center replay. Spins out of the tackle of Shetler to start this run. And then look at the nimble feet.
Well, just making a nice job letting his blockers get out in front of him, not trying to outrun them, and look at him pick his way through the traffic. Let a blocker catch back up. He turns it back inside because he ran a real estate and got 7 more yards. Nice return. And Johnson with another boomer punt. That's a 43-yarder. So he's got 3 punts, a 43-yard average on those 3 punts.
Well, here comes Sandy Valley. There's 1:42 to play in the first period. They lead 14-0 on a couple of quick drives. False start on the offense.
Yep, penalty on Sandy Valley. Gonna make it 1st and 15.
False start called against Sandy Valley. Penalty will take the ball back to the
I believe it's our first penalty of the night.
First penalty of the ball game. As much real estate as you can put between them and the goal line, Tusky Valley is thinking is good.
Pair of receivers left. Pair of receivers to the right, man on the backfield. This is Mosen looking up the seam. He's got his man, but the pass is broken up, beautifully defended. Like Shetler out there from the safety spot. Finn only had a step as we go to the Buckeye Career Center replay. Rob, look where he puts this football, though.
He puts it right where his own man can catch it, but look at the play by Shetler. All of a sudden, he reaches around with one hand to poke the ball away, grabs the defender with the other hand and yanks him down. And boy, that was just a great play because that would have been a home run.
Credit Gabe Shetler. Already forced into action at quarterback. Now comes up with probably the biggest defensive play of the night thus far. 2nd down and 15. The turn, hand. And that was Bracken. Bracken's 3rd carry of the night. The first 2 yielded touchdowns.
Boy, he exploded up through that hole. Only a gain of 5 yards, but I thought he was going somewhere. He was at full speed when he got the ball.
Clock moving, 1:10 to play in the first period.
We're back at the original line of scrimmage, which was the 35.
3rd down and 10, ball on the right hash. Mosden turns and fires, has his man, and this time Shetler can't break it up. Finn able to elevate, get both hands up, and haul it in.
That's going to be a gain of about 23 as you watch the dart that he throws once again. Finn waits on it, grabs the ball, and he just pulls it down on the hip away from Shetler that time, who couldn't break the pass up.
And Rob, almost like a basketball player boxing out a defender, Finn used his body to shield the football from Shetler.
That was a 23-yard catch on that play for the first down. He did a great job.
Rubbed on by number 66, Tyler Johnson.
Keeping him honest with a little inside run.
Brings up second down and 5.
Bracken picks up 5 on the quick hitter. And unless it's an incomplete pass, this will be the last play of the period. 20 seconds to play. 14-0 Sandy Valley advantage. Mosden getting the play call from the sideline, sending his man in motion. It's Finn. Mosden turns, squares up and fires a seed to the left side that's incomplete. That'll stop the clock with 5.5 seconds to play. There you see the great sideline camera work.
Love that sideline angle. Really gives you a different perspective on the game. And I saw a nice block in the backfield that time. Picked up, Dre Bracken was picking up one of the linemen down there. He bought another second for the throw downfield.
There's our Woods Tall Timber Lake Resort fan cam.
You see some of the Tusky Valley cheering section faithful down there dry. How about that?
Well, they are dry, and they're happy about it as well.
Yes, they are. And we're going to get a timeout before we had a third down play and 5 from 37.
Well, we want to thank Woods Tall Timber Resort for the interesting fan cam shots we'll see throughout tonight's game and throughout the entire broadcast season. Also, if you're at the game, make sure and look for one of the zip line t-shirts the home cheerleaders will be throwing out tonight as well. That was the Tusky Valley student section. Rob, 5 seconds to play in the period. It's 14-0 Sandy Valley, and they've got a big third down here.
Well, big third down, and I think, Denny, actually, the way their offense has been going and where their defense has been stopping Tusky Valley, I almost think that they're going to be in 2-down territory right here. I don't think they're going to punt the ball from here because they can punt that thing into the end zone. So why risk that?
And they're also, let's assume, awfully close to Wagner's field goal range.
Hey, have you ever ridden the zip line out at
I don't think there's a line that could hold my girth.
I did it.
Rob, you're like half my
Unbelievable.
weight.
But I did it, but it was unbelievable. It's so much fun out there. Now I hear they're going to add to that system that they have out there.
Well, they add bigger cables for bigger guys, and I'll be there. TV2 Staff Olympics out there. Little option play, and Mosden throws it away. Nicely covered by Bracken.
Number 4, Dre Bracken covers the option pitch.
So kind of a nice idea to go with something we haven't seen after the timeout, but
we got a flag on the play too, Danny. There's going to be a loss on that play about 8 yards. Now we've got a flag. This really changes
you see the
things.
Buckeye Career Center replay. Mosden doing the right thing, trying to wait to the last second. But you've got to still, no matter the formation, and these are gimmicky formations, you've got to have that good relationship distance-wise.
Ooh. That's going to be a big one. That'll change your mind about punting now for sure. Dead ball personal foul going to back them up 15. And where's that coming from? The spot of the dead ball or the spot of the foul?
Should be the spot of the foul.
That's what I would think. And the flag was thrown about the 43-yard line, and the ball was now on the 45-yard line.
Coach Zagalis looking for an interpretation. So we'll see how they step this off. No time left on the first quarter clock. But you got to get the mileage right before we turn this thing around.
Big summit meeting out there trying to figure out where the spot of the ball is going to be. Say you can't end the quarter until you mark off the yardage, and we can turn the teams around. It's only the second penalty of the game, both of them on Sandy Valley. They got 20 yards in penalties now.
And where you would look at the score and say, boy, Sandy Valley has dominated. I don't know if they've dominated. They've been opportunistic. You know, they've made 2 very quick scoring drives. But when they've had to drive the length, Tusky Valley has stood strong. Tusky Valley drove the football here in this last possession. Oh, and the nice touch, the Jeopardy, final Jeopardy music.
What is a 15-yard penalty, Alex? And where do you mark it from? Oh, there you go.
You know, we've got Spencer Morgan on staff tonight. He's one of the smarter young people. Maybe he's got the OHSAA officials handbook up there. He could run down and tell them.
He's probably got it memorized. What are you talking about? He doesn't need the book. Well, I wager, no matter what, Alex, on this, that one coach will be happy and the other one won't. So 50%.
You had me at I wager.
Take the ball back to the
So the ball will go all the way back to the Sandy Valley 40-yard line. Can the quarter end on the play?
Fourth and a long way to go. I think it can't end on a defensive penalty, but it should be able to end on an offensive penalty. I just saw that last night in a college game. I was watching, and the coach
what
wanted more
obscure
time.
college game was on last night?
Oh, well, it was Western Kentucky, and they were playing Louisiana Tech, and that same thing happened right before half, and they thought they were going to be able to kick a field goal. Time ran out. Now they're going to move down here to this 40, and we're going to change sides, and it's going to be the end of the first quarter.
And that will be the end of the first quarter. From Tusky Valley High School, after one, it's 14-0 Sandy Valley. Back with second quarter action right after this on TV2.
WJER and TV2 would like to introduce you to a new website, WJERTV2.com, where you can watch exciting high school football, soccer, and volleyball replays from TV2 Sports on your home computer, smartphone, or tablet. Also watch the latest episodes of TV2's original programming, Sports Talk, The Garden Girl, The Not So Shy Chef, Off the Record, and Medical Minutes, as well as catch up on local community news and search for local businesses. So make sure to check out the new WJERTV2.com community website where everything's local.
What do you call 2 Big Mac sandwiches, 2 cheeseburgers, 4 world-famous fries, and a 10-piece tender juicy chicken McNuggets? We call it the Mickey D's Dinner Box. You can call it Family Dinner-tastic.
In the nation, we know how you feel about your car. So when coverage really counts, count on Nationwide Insurance. Because what's precious to you is precious to us. Just another way we put members first. Because we don't have shareholders. Join the nation.
Nationwide is on your side.
And we're back. Tusky Valley High School is our location tonight. TV2's continuing coverage of high school football. Denny Trimmer and Rob Brindley with you. And after the nuttiness of the officials' decision, look at this punt. Well, we've got a tough time fielding it, but Shetler corrals it for Tusky. That was a bomb by Jacob Wagner, the do-it-all special teams specialist. We've seen the kickoffs in the end zones, the mile-long extra points, and here, the best punt we've seen this evening.
Yeah, that's a 45-yard bomb, and it went off the hands of the receiver down there, so it looked even farther than it was, but in the air, that thing covered 45 yards.
Rob, it's time for our first quarter recap, brought to you by Century National Bank. Marty Merriman or Sue Edwards, that's their the new office on Monroe Avenue in New Philadelphia. Talk with a lender you can count on to be reliable. After this play, I'm going to get your thoughts on what took place in the first. 1st and 10, Tusky Valley, ball at their own 18-yard line to start this drive. Shetler with it. 5-step drop, fires, that's the fullback out in the flat, Johnson with a head of steam, and it's going to take about 8 guys to push him out of bounds.
Shetler's pass completed.
Advances up to about the 26. Johnson has showed the determination with the run. That time, the nice hands and the ability to run after the catch.
Great job of getting the ball off the corner on the edge out there and getting him in space, and he just rumbled down the sideline.
Rob, your thoughts about the first quarter recap from Century National Bank?
Well, Danny, you know, it was all after a fumbled snap by Tusky Valley gave the Sandy Valley Cardinals a short field, and then they took a 7-0 lead, and then right after that, as we have a run downfield for a nice pickup for the Trojans that time. Right after that, a forced punt by the Sandy Valley defense, and then a big 83-yard run by Dre Bracken put the Cardinals up 14-0. They showed big play prowess in that first quarter.
That's your Century National Bank first quarter recap. Marty Merriman and Sue Edwards, they're both committed and caring to creating the right loan for you. Don't settle. Get the attention you deserve. Visitor call today, 330-681-7000. Marty Merriman and Sue Edwards at Century National Bank. 1st and 10 on the Johnson carry. Now they'll turn and hand and nothing doing.
As they say, a host of Cardinals in on that tackle. They just met him right in the backfield and stood him right up and drove him backwards.
And that was Arendale again, and he's kind of had a tough night at the office. Obviously, Sandy Valley, knowing what numbers he's put up, has been keying on number 32.
Yeah, we said he was key, and they are keying on him. We did our keys to the game earlier in the show.
So Gabe Shetler remaining in at quarterback. Flag on the play.
So flag fly right in front of the Sandy Valley bench, and maybe it's going to be a call against Coach Zach Gardner, or he's not too happy.
Here's breaking news. He's not happy. He whipped that headset off right now.
Sideline warning? I'm not sure what's going on.
Well, and that's exactly what's happening. You've got to have a get-back coach. That's not the head coach's job. That's got to be one of the underlings taking care of that for him. This is Lewis on the toss. Boy, and two things. Nice job stretching that play out by the Sandy Valley defense, not letting Lewis get to the corner. And then good filling in behind it, because that's when he put the brakes on and tried to cut back, Rob. That's where all the help was.
Yeah, all the help was inside there, and that's where the pursuit's going to come from, that backside. And Sandy Valley, we have seen a number of times, they do that well. Like, they swarm to that ball, but they're always coming after the ball. They don't give up and say, oh, Denny's got it. I'll let him take care of that and clean that up later.
3rd down and about 12. Time to throw. Now Shetler's going to step up and run the football. He's got the 35, the 40, out of bounds at about the 45. Should have the first down. And a late flag on the play.
Wow.
Rob, it happened right in front of us. Looked like a little push after Shetler got out of bounds. We'll see it on our Buckeye Career Center replay.
Yeah, you see Shetler getting out of the pocket here. I thought he was going to get caught right here, but he took the wide angle. And now he's got the ball go around the corner. And as he nears the corner, there's a late tackle right there. Then he kind of tripped. We see he goes out of the picture there. He kind of tripped and slipped down there. I'm not so sure if there was any contact there, but the referee didn't see it. And, of course, the Tusky Valley sideline begged him for it, and they got the flag. So there must have been something that we did not see out of our picture range there.
Needless to say, a terrific run. The penalty certainly helps move that football into Sandy Valley territory, but a big play when his team needed it. Gabe Shetler in at the backup quarterback position on a 3rd and 12, Rob. Knew when to tuck it, had the corner, eluded a couple of tacklers, got just enough yardage for the first down before he was out of bounds.
He ran for 19 yards. He needed 17.
I formation behind Shetler. Receivers either side. Time to throw. He's looking for that fullback flood again. Nothing doing. Shetler tucks it inside the 40 down to about the 35-yard line. So Gabe Shetler listed at 5'6" and $140. Kind of feeling it right now.
I'll tell you what, that young man gets in there. He's banging around like a pinball, but he goes nothing but forward motion. Watch him here. Nice spin move out of the tackle. He sees another guy coming right at him. Well, I'm going to just duck right inside here and look at him get low and keep driving those legs as the pile gets pushed ahead.
Credit him with 5 on the carry. Lewis Gets the hand here. He's got the 30, 25, another block, 20-yard line for Lewis before he's driven out of bounds. So the junior Cody Lewis explodes over the left side.
That's the thing, Denny. He just ran right past the defenders who were coming upfield after him, almost runs over as one of his own players, and look at him drive for 5, 6, 7 more yards before he's forced out of bounds. Great run by Lewis.
Tusky Valley says this 14-0 spot, well, we've been here before. Let's drive with the football. That's exactly what they've done on their opening possession here in the second quarter. 1st and 10, ball at the Sandy Valley 20. Here's the give. And was that Peter Hopwood?
Sure was.
Hopwood plays on the defensive line and brings the hammer when he comes.
Boy, and they're getting it like in chunks now. That was almost a 5-yard gain, a 15-yard gain before that. And on this drive, Tusky Valley, 4 first downs.
They might only have 5 on the night.
They have 5 on the night. I was just checking.
7:20 to play. 2nd and 6. This is Hopwood again, right side, churning with the legs and getting first down yardage. Inside the 10, down to about the 7-yard line.
Takes the ball inside the 10-yard line. Tusky Valley will have it 1st and goal from the 7.
Boy, so you talk about rallying the troops. Ethan Love out of this game. We see a left knee brace now on Jalen Sharp. He's going to try and get back in this ball game. It's been the second unit for Tusky Valley. 1st and goal at the 7. This is Hopwood. Hopwood's going to hop down to the goal line, and it's a Tusky Valley touchdown.
Peter Hopwood, 7 yards for a Tusky Valley touchdown.
Well, Rob, you have to be impressed with the play of the 2nd and 3rd running backs on this team. Peter Hopwood was not going to be denied.
Get some fresh legs in there, and he's running downhill at him. They got the confidence now, Danny. After that penalty out here near midfield, they just drove the ball right down the field in big chunks of yardage.
So it's 14-6.
That snap.
And what happens now?
The extra point is no good.
You got that mad scramble.
Sandy Valley 14.
And unfortunately for the Trojans, they couldn't convert. But boy, what an impressive, and then Rob, frankly, a must-score drive. They look awfully good doing it.
They look really good in doing that, and I know that they're faithful here at Trojan Stadium, and of course, George Zagalis, their head coach, had to be really enthused about that drive because they put some numbers together on that drive, Denny. They started first down at their own 18-yard line and then went the distance of that field to score that touchdown. So that's an 82-yard drive for the Tusky Valley Trojans, and they cut this thing to 14-6.
And it's been guys that aren't on my offensive starting chart.
On your depth chart.
It's been Gabe Shetler. It's been Cody Lewis. It's been Peter Hopwood. Some guys just know how to answer that bell. Awfully impressed with the determination on that drive by the Trojans.
Yeah, it's, I got to be a gamer. It's my time right now, and Hopwood especially really took the sunshine there and just stepped right out into it. Boy, nice moves by him down the goal line and end up a 9-yard TD run. The good news for that drive, Denny, is they started the second quarter receiving a punt. Well, there's only 6:48 left, so they've kind of shortened this game up here in the second quarter for Sandy Valley. Closed the gap as well.
So this should be William Muster kicking from right to left. Oh, pooch zone kick. Somewhere Dan Ift is smiling. And Rob, we could spend the rest of the night talking about whether that's a good idea, a great idea, or boy, I don't like those. But when coaches get behind that idea, the element of surprise comes into play. Certainly you want to kick it into a dead spot or a dead area out there. And that time it was just nicely fielded by Sandy Valley, and then they become the beneficiary of awfully good starting field position.
They got great field position. Give them the short field and heads up to the receiver of that ball. He made the fair catch, but after that ball goes 10 yards, that's a freebie, and you better go get it.
So 1st and 10. We'll see how Sandy Valley answers. That was a prolonged and impressive Tusky Valley scoring drive. Mosden with time to throw. Now Chase left. He's got the sidelines. Going to gain a couple. But boy, good pursuit on the play by Levi Simpson, forcing Mosden out of the pocket.
And guess who else was over there chasing him out? The aforementioned Peter Hopwood on the pursuit. So he's got to be in his bonnet right now on the offensive and defensive side of the ball.
Hopwood leads this team with 4 tackles for loss. He mans that right defensive end. This is Mosden with time. Fires down the seam. He's got a man and nothing doing. Oh, that would have been the quick answer. Austin May, the 5'11 senior, did everything he could to do it. That ball just a little past the outstretched fingertip.
Yeah, just sailed on him, and the wind is coming from left to right, so it was at the quarterback's back there. That ball just took a jump on him.
I don't care where it's coming from, and it feels good. What a nice night to be sitting out here. Looked like movement early, but no whistle. Oh, and almost a Sports Center top 10 highlight catch. But guess who broke that up again? Gabe Shetler from the safety spot.
He's all over the place.
Brings up 4th down and 8.
That's a young man that knows how to close on a pass. Watch him here on the Buckeye Career Center replay. Bang, bang.
And I like how he comes in. He comes in with one hand up to defend the ball and using the other arm to hit the defender.
Oh, as Finn had the hands on the ball, and you're right. That right hand from Shetler. Popped it free. 6:10 to play in the half. It's 14-6 Sandy Valley, and they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Pass is going to be intercepted. This is Lewis. He's got the 30. Going to be brought down near the 15-yard line. Cody Lewis, the left outside linebacker that time, Rob. We talked about these guys needing to know their role and being able to move left and right. Look at Lewis step in front.
He had that time perfect. Yeah, the receiver went straight up for the ball. He just timed it, cut right in front of him. And look at him motoring down the sidelines. And it's a good thing, run straight line, and that's exactly what he did, Denny. He returned that down to the 17-yard line.
Tusky Valley back in business. 1st and 10, ball going to be spotted at the Sandy Valley 17-yard line. Shetler still in the game at quarterback. This is Arendale. Arendale pushes ahead. Gets inside the 15. So pickup of about 3.
Number 44, Chad Neisel on the stop. Pickup of
all kinds of celebrity sightings here in the press box at Tusky Valley. And the train, everybody. Just like Rob was talking about.
There you go. They're all jumping on the Tusky Valley train right now.
Well, there's room. 2nd down and 7. This is Lewis. Lewis got popped but kept the feet moving.
Cody Lewis.
He gets down to about the 11-yard line.
Well, you saw the same thing I saw. He got hit, went sideways, kept the head down, kept the motor running, and picked up several more yards. Nice inside running there. That was tough running.
Runs the ball down to the 12-yard line, brings up 3rd down and 4.
5 minutes to play in the opening half. 14-6. Tusky Valley trailing. But after the Lewis pick and run, great field position here. 3rd and 4.
I didn't see that ball.
I saw the ball come loose. Rob, Sandy Valley says they have it.
Looked like a late handoff, and it never got to the Tusky Valley running back.
Let's go to the replay. An early handoff, the inside give to Johnson.
That was a fake that I saw. There's the inside handoff, and there's the ball ripped out right there by the Cardinals, and ripping the ball out there was Evan Keck.
That's a terrific play. Tough break for Tusky Valley. But boy, you credit the Sandy Valley defense for stepping up.
1st and 10 from their own 9.
Johnson, who has been the ultimate tough guy here in the first half. Unfortunate that he would be the one to bobble the ball. Certainly you don't expect him to do that one more time this season.
No, you wouldn't. And but Keck just made a great play on that. You saw him digging out there. He had the old arm, and they're just prying and worked that ball loose. Saved a touchdown.
And we've got some confusion in the Tusky Valley defensive set. They're going to take time. I'm going to catch my breath and take time as well. 4:38 to play. It's 14-6 Sandy Valley. Back with the remainder of the second quarter action right after this on TV2.
Time out of the first half.
As a parent, we always want what's best for our child. In the case of one child, it may be going off to college. In another case, staying home and going to college. And yet, in other cases, it could be going right into the workforce. But how will they have the skills to do that? Buckeye Career Center has been the answer for one of our daughters. She's learning to do things with her hands that are going to be very valuable for her in the workplace. And we're excited we have Buckeye to thank for that.
Adults who return to Buckeye Career Center to continue their education usually have one goal in mind. They want the opportunity for a better job. The fact is, adult education programs at Buckeye Career Center are less expensive and provide greater opportunities for job placement following graduation. It's your future. Get the facts. Buckeye Career Center. We put people to work. Find out more about your future at buckeyecareercenter.org.
Century National Bank is proud to bring you the quarter recap on TV2 Sports.
The students, staff, and families involved in these games know the importance of commitment and working together to achieve a goal.
Century National Bank enjoys supporting our hometown organizations because we share those same values.
Over many generations, our local bankers have earned a reputation for responsibility and trustworthy guidance.
We invite you to count on us. Visit us soon at our new location, 1255 Monroe Avenue, New Philadelphia, or give us a call at 330-681-7000.
We hope to see you soon and enjoy the game.
Students choose Kent State University at Tuscarawas because of our academic excellence, dedicated faculty, and affordable tuition. Our bachelor's and associate degrees will prepare you for careers including nursing, computer animation, or veterinary technology. Kent State Tuscarawas offers a dynamic campus with state-of-the-art facilities, exceptional student services, and a welcoming environment. Call or visit us online to register for classes and find out more about Kent State Tuscarawas.
Well, we're glad you joined us here on TV2. Denny Trimmer and Rob Brindley with you, bringing you all the action from Tusky Valley High School of Tusky Valley, taking on Sandy Valley, and it has been as advertised. 14-6, Sandy Valley on top, but Tusky Valley with the edge here in momentum in the second. They just turned the football over. 1st and 10, Sandy Valley, ball at their own 9-yard line.
Well, you're hoping that if you're a Tusky Valley Trojan, you could get the turnover or get the short field right here, right before halftime.
Mosen on the keeper, just tucks it, moving ahead. Gets across the 10 to about the 12.
Mosen carries the ball straight ahead.
Boy, he's a nice looking player, about 6 feet tall, 175, 180 pounds. We've seen the rocket right arm.
Just a sophomore. He's starting to put the running game together with the passing game. We've seen his arm. He's in the backfield all alone. They got 5 wide out there, and he's looking to the sideline for the call.
Second down and 7 to the high snap. Mosen's got a cover. And that's going to be a safety. Well, the plot thickens. We've seen it happen on the Tusky Valley side with the high snap. This time, Sandy Valley, Mazden couldn't go up and get it, had to cover it in the end zone. 2 points for Tusky Valley, and they will receive the free kick.
Boy, just what we said the faithful were wanting. They wanted the turnover and then the short field. And guess what? They got both. They got the turnover, and they got 2 points, and now they're going to get the short field on the punt or the kickoff.
Wow, so 3:48 to play. The deficit is just 6 now at 14-8. Our scoreboard on screen, courtesy of Kent State Tuscarawas.
4-0.
Boy, if you look at that score, you're thinking that's 2 touchdowns with the extra points kicked, and then maybe a 2-point conversion after a touchdown. But we had a bad snap on Tusky Valley's extra, so if they would have kicked that through, Denny, it'd be 14-9.
And let's be honest.
Touchdown puts them in the lead.
Let's be honest. A lot of the I know football guys in the area would have said the halftime score in this one was going to be Sandy Valley 30-3.
Oh, I can agree with that.
So we've got more than we expected tonight. A tremendous effort, down 14 and seemingly looking for answers with starters on the bench. Tusky Valley has circled the wagons, played lights out football here in the second quarter, and just now trail by 6.
Well, I'm sure that, all week Coach Zagala said, hey, don't get blinded by the stars. Sandy Valley's going to come in here, and they've taken care of business through their first 2 games. Don't be blinded by the fact that they're 2-0 and have their best start since 1996. Let's go out there and play Tusky Valley football. And then when you find out through the second quarter, hey, we can play with these guys, all of a sudden you've got the confidence up.
So the free kick, football will be spotted at the 20-yard line. The bionic leg of Jacob Wagner. Look at the ball here.
Wow.
Look out.
So much for the short field.
Well, yeah, it's fielded about the 3 by Shetler. Shetler across the 10, shakes a man, 15-20. Makes a nice return out of it. Gets it up across the 25 to about the 27-yard line. And he was kind of in no man's land. Do I let it see if it's going to continue to roll into the end zone, but it's slowing down. Did a good job fielding the football and getting what he could get out of it.
Yeah, he got about 24 yards in that return, brings it out to the Tusky Valley 27.
Remember, starting quarterback Ethan Love was body slammed in the first period. We have not seen him since. Came off a little woozy. Gabe Shetler has come in from the bullpen and done a really nice job leading this Tusky Valley offense. 1st and 10, Shetler hands. Push ahead. Bodies flying. That was Arendale.
Jacob Arendale carries the football.
Remember, he was bottled up most of the first half, but his last couple of carries, we've seen the burst that we've come to expect from the senior.
He's that inside strong runner, but if you don't tackle him inside there, he's got the capability of breaking it out of there.
They're going to give him 3 on the spot. Ball at the right hash. 2nd and 7. Ball at their own 30-yard line. The turn, the give. And boy, a lot of penetration that time. Great job by that Sandy Valley front. Nothing doing.
That included Chad Neisel in there, and I know that young man's a pretty good basketball player in his own right as well.
Look at the size of these guys up front. Borsellino 6'2", Neisel 6'3". Zach Regg is over 6 foot. Tall linemen.
They are some tall linemen.
Defensive side, a lot of times you see those fire plug 5'6", 5'7" guys that go about 250.
We remarked before the game, we thought the girth on the field out there belonged to Tusky Valley. The length belongs to Sandy Valley.
3rd down and 7. This is Shetler with time, throws, took a big shot. He was looking for Tyler Burrier, who broke open very late in the route.
Yeah, he stood right in there, boy. I tell you, right in the teeth. He took a shot there, but he managed to get the ball out there, had a chance to complete it.
Clock stops with 2:08 to play in the half. Tusky Valley going to be forced into a punting situation, trailing by just 6 at 14-8.
Seth Johnson in punt formation.
Johnson pops this one straight up. Had a great night punting thus far until now. Ball going to be spotted at about the Tusky Valley 39-yard line.
Ouch, that's going to be about an 8-yard net gain on the punt.
Well, we see Jalen Sharp, who came off, had the knee banged up earlier, tried to muscle through it, really hobbling now, that left knee heavily wrapped.
He's making it over to the bench, but boy, he's noticeably limping now.
We're under 2 minutes to play in the half. 1:56 on the clock. Big possession for the Cardinals. Mosden drops with plenty of time, fires a seed down the middle, and what a catch! Oh, my goodness, what a hit that time. Austin May held on the catch. Let's go to the Buckeye Career Center replay. Watch the time to throw. Watch him step into this pass and fire.
And that's a rifle shot. And look him go down and get the ball. And then he takes a big shot by Shetler.
By guess who? Shetler.
Wow, Shetler's been everywhere.
Well, and problem is, Shetler may have shaken himself up on the play.
That was a huge collision down there, but man, credit May for going down and getting that one and hanging on to it. That's tough going across the middle.
May, of 5'11", 150-pound senior, took a shot from Shetler. Now the plot thickens here. You'll remember Shetler also filling in a quarterback now, Rob. So not only does your best player in the secondary come out, but now you've got to think, who's our third guy at quarterback?
Yeah, jeez. You know what? You got to hope that the young man's okay. He just has to shake it off a little bit, get the cobwebs out of there, because he has done nothing but spark this team since he's been at the quarterback position and making plays like that on the defense. And we saw him with a kickoff return earlier too.
So the Mosden to May combination is a big hookup down to the 23-yard line. Clock moving. 1:45 to play in the half. Mosden now changing his play. Pair of receivers right, pair of receivers left. Time to throw, fires over the middle, pass incomplete. That'll stop the clock at 1:35. Hey, stay with us at halftime for the Bell Stores Halftime Report. Brought to you by our local Bell Stores with 4 convenient locations to better serve you in Dover, Bolivar, New Philadelphia, and Strasburg. Stop in at your local convenient Bell store and make sure your family is running on full for the second half. That'll be coming up in just a couple of minutes. 1:35 to play. Second down and 10 now. Mosden with the give. Bracken, for the first time tonight, going to be bottled up. Nice play that time defensively by the Trojans.
Bracken carried the football.
Kohler getting off the bottom of the pile.
Well, they're working with 2 timeouts, and I'm surprised that they didn't try to go downfield again because, you know, they got the big leg of Jacob Wagner out there, and it kind of almost leads me to believe the way they ran that ball is they're kind of positioning themselves just in case they don't get this one in the end zone for him to kick a field goal.
Well, loss of 3 on the play. 3rd down and 13. We're under a minute to play. Clock running with 50 seconds in the half. And with that, there'll be a timeout on the field. Rob mentioned using the timeout.
Second charge timeout of the first half.
Rob, I think among other things, perhaps Sandy Valley just trying to catch Tusky Valley off guard with the inside give that time.
Yeah, you know, they thought they were going to try to go downfield. I thought they were trying to go downfield. They thought they were going to cross them up that time, but Tusky Valley stayed at home on the defense, didn't just give up the easy pass. They were still contesting the run. Of course, that's what they're trying to do in that defensive line. They're trying to get into that backfield to get to Mosden.
Candidates are already lining up for a chance at the McDonald's Game MVP honors. Tonight's MVP brought to you by McDonald's with 6 locations to serve you in Dover, Uricksville, New Philadelphia, Cadiz, and Newcomerstown. We'll have the McDonald's I'm Lovin' It Player of the Game at the conclusion of our contest. 14-8. Sandy Valley with the lead and the football. Denny Trimmer, Rob Brindley with you here from Tusky Valley High School. We had rain during the pregame, but it has turned out to be a gorgeous football Friday night here in Zorville. 3rd and 13. Man in motion is Keck. Well, the snap back just hits. Well, it hit him in that face mask.
Everybody was looking to the sideline because Evan Keck was running over to check out where he was supposed to line up. I thought it was a little trickeration at first, but they snapped the ball.
And here comes the replay. The snap.
Those did not even look in there. Time to get back to the other side of the field. They snapped the ball back there.
Clunked Jared Oliver
in the helmet. And Tusky Valley, their Johnny on the spot is, who's that man right there? Recovered a fumble? Gabe Shetler. Johnny on the
breaking
spot again.
news. Wow, what a half he has had. And Rob, we won't see another turnover that bizarre the rest of the season.
Oh man, that's a strange one.
So 43 seconds to play in the half. Tusky Valley trailing by 6 at 14-8. You have to think they're going to be content to go in down just 6.
I don't think they're going to throw it downfield.
We've been wrong before, but we guessed right here.
There you go, took a knee.
Shetler takes a knee.
Shetler knees it. Clock continues to move. 35 seconds. $25 seconds to play in the half, and Tusky Valley's going to break that huddle, take a knee, and call it a night, at least for the first half. Second down and 12. And without the play clocks, we're going to say it's close enough that they're not going to have to take the snap. 3 seconds, 2-1. And that's it for the first half of play. An exciting first half of play here at Tusky Valley High School. It's Sandy Valley 14, Tusky Valley 8. Up next, our Bell Stores halftime report. And that comes up in just a moment here on TV2.
Omni Orthopedics comprehensive programs provide early diagnosis and successful treatment for every musculoskeletal problem. With more than 30 years of orthopedic experience, their physicians offer patient-centered treatment for all ages. From evaluation to rehabilitation, your treatment plan is designed around your needs. Omni Orthopedics specializes in sports medicine, the spine, physical medicine and rehabilitation, foot and ankle, and hand surgery. If pain makes activities like climbing stairs, standing or walking a challenge, turn to the home team at Omni Orthopedics. Their mission is to provide you with the highest quality and most advanced orthopedic services so you can get back in the game. Located in the Oxford Medical Arts Building, Omni offers a full-service facility including digital x-ray and physical therapy. So there's no need to travel when quality care is so close to home. Omni Orthopedics, setting the standard in orthopedic care.
WJER and TV2 would like to introduce you to a new website, WJERTV2.com, where you can watch exciting high school football, soccer, and volleyball replays from TV2 Sports on your home computer, smartphone, or tablet. Also watch the latest episodes of TV2's original programming, Sports Talk, The Garden Girl, The Not So Shy Chef, Off the Record, and Medical Minutes, as well as catch up on local community news and search for local businesses. So make sure to check out the new WJERTV2.com community website where everything's local.
Hi, I'm TV2 Sports Talk's Bill Morgan. Some people are outstanding at playing sports, and then there's me. While we at TV2 Sports Talk may have never been all-state on the field, we are Tuscarawas County's MVP when it comes to local television sports talk and play-by-play. Catch TV2 Sports Talk Wednesday nights at 7 and Friday afternoons at 5 on DMG Channel 2.
For the families of the many victims we pray. By your mercy, may new life rise from us. By your grace, may broken hearts know your healing touch. For the many heroes who sacrificially gave their lives, we pray. By their actions we see there is no greater love than to lay down one's life for one's friends. We pray also for our enemies, Transform the hearts of those who seek our destruction, and remove the darkness that allows such hate to fester and grow. Let your love rain down upon us, merciful God, and let your peace flourish on all the earth. Amen.
Rob, it's hard to believe 14 years have passed since those horrific events that took place on September 11th. What a beautiful tribute by the combined bands of Tusky Valley and Sandy Valley High School.
Unbelievable, Denny, and the transformation of our country since that time. And we have to remember where we were at that time and where we still want to go. I remember where I was. Very few people like the students in the band probably don't remember. I was at New Philadelphia High School in Mary Mann's English class giving a presentation, and a student said, something's happening where they bombed the World Trade Centers, and they turned on the TVs, and I saw the first tower come down. Very shocking, still hard to believe to this day, and really hard to believe, Denny, 14 years ago.
14 years for
wow.
sure.
Seems like yesterday.
None of the kids in the band or on the field tonight were in school.
That's unbelievable to me. It's just a part of our history as we move forward.
A beautiful tribute again by the combined bands of Sandy Valley and Tusky Valley High School. Welcome back to TV2's coverage of tonight's contest. 14-8, Sandy Valley leads Tusky Valley at the break. Denny Trimmer and Rob Brindley with you. This is our Bell Stores halftime report, a service of your local Bell Stores with 4 convenient locations to serve you better in Dover, Bolivar, New Philadelphia, and Strasburg. You can stop in at your local convenient Bell Stores. Make sure your family is running on full for the second half. And Rob, when you look at the numbers in the first half, a couple really jump out at me. After the way things open up in the first, I didn't think Tusky Valley was going to be able to move the football, let alone run the way they did in the first half. And the second number that jumps out, boy, Tusky Valley has defended the pass very, very well. Only 3 completions thus far in the first half for Sandy Valley.
Yeah, and and part of that is, one, your rushers getting upfield, your D linemen getting into that backfield. And the other part is, I don't know why they keep throwing at Gabe Shetler. That Gabe Shetler is a player in that defensive backfield for Tusky Valley, and we thought this one was going to be a runaway. 14-0 after one quarter, 14-8 at halftime. First quarter owned by Sandy Valley, second quarter owned by Tusky Valley. How about this quick thing I'll run down for you? First 2 drives of the game by Sandy Valley, they score touchdowns. Then after that, punt, interception, safety, and a fumbled snap. How about that? That's the Tusky Valley defense stepping up and doing the job.
Oh, for sure.
We look at our first half numbers there. You see them in the first half. 83 yards rushing by Tusky Valley. They were led by Seth Johnson, 5 carries for 33 yards.
And Rob, most of those 83 yards in the second quarter.
Most of them in the second quarter. You're right, Denny, on that scoring drive that they had, where they drive down the field 82 yards. 88 yards for Sandy Valley. Dre Bracken had 5 carries in that first half for 94 yards, but then again, the minuses out there rushing. The sack of the quarterback gets you at 88. Passing-wise, Tusky Valley just 1 of 2 for 8 yards, 3 for 12 for the Cardinals for 53 yards. Total yards heavily in favor of Sandy Valley, 141-91, but all those came in that first quarter, and each team with 2 first-half turnovers.
Tonight's halftime adjustment is brought to you by the Vasco Group, a full-service asphalt paving company and maintenance company as well. Vasco also specializes in the construction of artificial turf fields, running tracks, and tennis courts. For more information, that's the live read, Stan. For more information on the Vasco Group, you can visit their website at thevascogroup.com. Rob, let's make an adjustment for both teams. You're in the locker room at Sandy Valley. You think you should be up 30-0, and, really, you've got to tip your cap to the way Tusky Valley's played. What adjustments are you making if you're Zach Gardner?
Well, I think they got a little greedy there too, Denny. I don't know if that's the right word or not, but they start throwing the ball downfield a lot. I think they ought to throw shorter passes, throw those underneath routes, try to get that defense moving. Might open up their running game on their part.
Okay, let's turn the tables. You're going to go in that Tusky Valley locker room, and certainly you've got to feel you've got the momentum from the first half. If you're George Zagalis, what adjustments are you making?
Well, unfortunately for George, he took the ball first. Sandy Valley's going to get the ball first. They need a stop on this first series, but Tusky Valley, they need to mix in those guys that they started mixing in there in that second quarter when they had the success running Hopwood and Lewis and Shetler all running with the ball, and Pound Arendale to soften up the middle a bit. And then Denny, of course, they needed to do ball control. By running that ball control, keep Sandy Valley's offense over on that other sideline.
Sometimes the best defense is
the best offense.
That's right. The halftime adjustments, a service of the Vasco Group. Service asphalt paving and maintenance company. Vasco also specializes in the construction of artificial turf fields, running tracks, and tennis courts. For more information on the Vasco Group, visit their website at thevascogroup.com. I love it when Stan's on site. Things we can't read on air, but apparently there's going to be a fight after school or something. I don't.
Well, I hope not. I'm not taking anybody's lunch money, that's for sure.
No. Let's go ahead and take one more timeout as these teams kind of circle the wagons and get ready for the third quarter action to get underway. It's 14-8. Sandy Valley on top of Tusky Valley. Back with third quarter action right after this on TV2.
Grab a bite of your favorite McGriddles with the sweet maple taste baked right in.
WJER and TV2 would like to introduce you to a new website, WJERTV2.com, where you can watch exciting high school football, soccer, and volleyball replays from TV2 Sports on your home computer, smartphone, or tablet. Also watch the latest episodes of TV2's original programming, Sports Talk, The Garden Girl, The Not So Shy Chef, Off the Record, and Medical Minutes, as well as catch up on local community news and search for local businesses. So make sure to check out the new WJERTV2.com community website where everything's local.
Next.
Expected wait time, 55 minutes. Your call is important to us. Thank you for your patience.
In the nation, we know how it feels when you aren't treated like a priority. We do things differently.
We'll take care of it.
We put members first.
Thank you.
Join the nation.
Nationwide is on your side.
Tonight's game is brought to you in part by Carpenter Heating and Cooling, located at 946 Cookson Avenue Southeast in New Philadelphia. Looking for year-round comfort? Contact Doug or Chris at 330-308-8550 or visit online at carpentercomfort.com. Billman's Appliance Center LLC, formerly Fouts Appliance Center, is a local family-owned business who's been serving the New Philadelphia, Ohio area for over 100 years with quality major appliances, service, and repair. Specializing in GE and Hotpoint appliances, from washing machines and dryers to stoves and refrigerators, we have the household appliances you need at competitive prices, and we service what we sell with experienced technicians. Stop by our store at 510 Tuscarawas Avenue in New Philadelphia or call 330-339-6418 or 339-2241 today to learn more. Dr. Richard Burns and Dr. Nathan Springer are a dedicated team of highly qualified professionals committed to determining which treatment solution is best suited to your specific orthodontic needs. Located at 107 Ray Avenue Northeast in New Philadelphia, give them a call at 330-343-9911. At Burns & Springer, we look forward to seeing you smile. Return to the elegance of late 19th century by visiting J.E. Reeves Victorian Home and its adjoining Carriage House Museum in Dover, Ohio. Ceremonies and receptions can be held on the beautiful grounds and gardens or in the Carriage House for smaller occasions. The Carriage House comfortably seats 72 people and can be rented out for birthday parties and other occasions. The J.E. Reeves Victorian Home is located at 325 East Iron Avenue in Dover, Ohio. Call 330-343-7040 to schedule your special event.
Denny Trimmer and Rob Brindley with you from Tusky Valley High School. Rob, if the second half lives up to half of what the first half was, or we've got a barn burner waiting.
There's going to be a lot of happy fans on the way out. They saw a great game and big rivalry game, and only about 7 miles apart between these two high schools.
So Tusky Valley, you'll remember, won the opening toss and received. They'll now kick, so Sandy Valley will start with the football here in the second half, and Darren Finn wanted to do something with that, but had to fall on it.
William Muster's kickoff is fielded by number 2, Darren Finn, to start the
Took a short hop like an infielder would have to deal with, and didn't quite have the handle on it. Did the right thing by falling on top of it.
Yeah, no need for a turnover this early in the second half, especially when Tusky Valley had the momentum going into the locker room. You want to get it coming out.
Well, and we'll see if Tusky Valley able to hold on to the momentum they gained in that second period. And also try and get you up to speed on some injuries. It looks like Jalen Sharp is going to be back up. Looks like they've moved him to safety rather than his corner spot. Take some of the pressure and the cutting off, and that's how you pick the ball off. That's Jalen Sharp. Sharp inside the 20, down to the 15. Rob, I'm watching him hobble into his position and threw the ball right at him.
He kind of snuck up toward the line of scrimmage. You'll see on the replay. He moves up there. Watch the one-handed grab with a one-hand backhand. Look, he pulls it in, snares it, and heads down the sidelines. And rightfully so, gets as many yards as he can, gets out of bounds.
And you can see noticeably lumbering, favoring that left knee. An update that we did not want to hear, but starting quarterback Ethan Love has been taken to the hospital for a possible concussion. He will not return. Trojans in the capable hands, however, of the closer, Gabe Shetler. Hand straight ahead to Arundel. Oh boy, and you talk about just a jolt of electricity. First play out of the INT. Great field position, 2nd and 8.
We'll give him a yard on the play, brings up.
Got the ball down to about the 16-yard line, did Arundel, the senior.
You get a taste of victory and you get a taste of momentum. Boy, it tastes pretty good and they want some more.
Shetler under center now. Here's the give. Hard hit in the backfield. And that looked like Cody Lewis, rather.
Brought down by number 53, Frankie Borsellino. No gain on the play, 3rd down and 9.
So big 3rd down play as he lost a yard. And we'll see what's in the Tusky Valley bag of tricks here as Shetler comes over to take the play call from the sideline himself. Late substitution. That's Peter Hotwood checking into the slot. Remember, he scored a rushing touchdown. Shetler looks right, throws right, has a man. Not going to be enough yardage for the first down.
Pass complete to number 4, Tyler Burrier.
And that was the senior Burrier.
He stopped just inside the
Had a chance to visit
line.
with his mom, Amy, prior to the game.
They gained about 5 yards. You'll see Shetler look to his left and then all of a sudden finds Burrier out to his right. Nice pass over top the defender. And he just caught out there and gets spun around and down. It's going to bring up a 4th down and no field goal kicker, I don't believe. They're going to get a timeout, though, and maybe they're going to think about this one.
Well, they're going to think about it. A field goal.
Coach Tagawa says we want to talk about
Would make it 14-11. But you get this deep, how often? I need to have a philosophy. My philosophy is you get down this close, you just go anyway. I'm not big kicking game guy. Even if I've, looking across the way, got Jacob Wagner, I'm not necessarily kicking a field goal from the 10-yard line on 4th and 3. I think I can get 3 yards.
Well, and how many possessions are you going to have in this game, Denny? And how many have you had? What have you done with the ball when you've had those possessions? Points are at a premium, so you know what? If you can go for it, go for it. But if you don't make it, you're going to give the long field to your defense, and it's going to make them a little bit easier to relax and play good defense and be a little more aggressive in this case. So
you know who would kick it
go
here?
for it. Who would kick it? I'm not going to say who I think would kick it, but yeah, I know who would kick it.
Bill Morgan would go for the kick here.
Yeah.
Keith Jokey would go for the kick here.
Well, I was thinking of one of those old timers, you can't take points off the board. If you got 3, you're going to take 3.
Oh, we've got 3 guys lined
Jim
up
Tressel was one of those
in
guys.
A deep eye behind Shetler. Shetler keeps it. Looking right side, time to throw. It's like Joe Montana in the catch. Ball went off of the pads. That time of the fullback, Seth Johnson.
Johnson is incomplete. Sandy Valley
Well, they should have kicked.
Well, that was amazing that he waited as much time as he could before he got rid of that ball, and he still almost completed it, but the receiver could not get good separation in the end zone. Who he was trying to hit over there.
Very well defended, and that's a pass play we've seen a couple times now where they've tried to flood the fullback out in that right flat. That's a nice outlet area for Shetler to look. Turnover on downs, 1st and 10. Sandy Valley, though, at their own 10-yard line. I still say go for it. That's a good call, Coach George.
I do too. After the big turnover, you want to try to make a statement. That would have been a big statement to make.
Little jet sweep here.
Bust that outside. He's going to get
to the left side. That looks like Finn. In fact, it was Finn.
Number 2, Darren Finn carries the football.
You know, when you're a lineman or you're a backer, you're just trying to stay at home. Watch Finn. He's at full speed when he got the ball. He's like a blur going through the screen. And there he makes it outside and breaks a shoestring tackle and picks up the first down.
Boy, great effort on the tackle by Peter Hopwood. Hopwood, the junior, again, leads this team with 4 tackles for loss here in the early season. Clock will run, 9:22 to play in the third quarter. 14-8, Sandy Valley. High snap collected by Mosden. Mosden fires right side. Nothing doing, and a beautiful play out on the right flat. That's great coverage by Adam Kohler.
And Kohler did a great job of fighting off the defender. Ran right through him to get to the ball carrier, the receiver in that case.
It's a loss back to the 18-yard line. Brings up second down and 17.
Great look at Kohler from our field level camera. We've got a timeout on the field. And that again is going to be Jalen Sharp. Went out, banged the knee up pretty hard in the first half. First play of the third quarter, he intercepted a pass. And you love the heart of the young man.
He doesn't want to come off. You can tell he's hurting, but he did not want to leave that field and leave his teammates out there. This is a huge game for him and his school.
And that will put Shetler back in his position in the secondary for Sharp. Long pass over to the left side, nothing doing. Finn was the intended man.
Pass intended for Darren Finn is incomplete.
Denny, are you surprised at the speed that I thought Sandy Valley played with, that they played with early? Their offense has kind of slowed down a little bit. At least to me it feels that way.
Well, and I'll tell you, Mosden, who is one of the better passers in our area, just you've seen the beautiful passes come off. He throws with velocity, he throws with touch, great spiral. He hasn't been really in rhythm yet. And this is a good way to start rhythm, is to give a little dump pass. He's got his man Dre Bracken. Bracken on the run out, 45-yard line. Crosses midfield, 45, 40-yard line. All the way down to the Tusky Valley 40. And I've often said it's like a jump shooter needing to make a layup first. When you're missing and clanking the back iron, give your good quarterback a throw like this. Let your athletes run around and make big yardage after the catch. Look on the Buckeye Career Center replay as Bracken, with the shifty moves and the great speed that we've seen throughout the course of the night. Now Mosden's going to go up top, and the pass is dropped.
Pass intended for Darren Finn off his
Boy, just tried to short arm it there just a little bit. And just did not make the catch. Tried to cradle it in that time instead of getting those arms extended.
I think that's perhaps how Mosden looks his best, is when he's throwing up the hashes. He's had a number of looks. And that time, he hit Finn in the hands. The junior's got to haul that one in. Second down and 10. Mosden with time, firing, and that one's a little higher. Same idea. Throwing it to the other side of the formation. May, who had that crazy good catch in the first half, that time couldn't go up and get that.
Well, it seems like that ball was really coming out early, out there. I've been watching the upfield rush because when he sets and throws, I'm watching downfield.
Third down and 10. Mosden fires across the middle. Finn hangs on to this one. And that should be plenty for the first down as he crosses the 30.
It's a first down on a 16-yard pass reception. You'll see Finn cutting right across the middle of the field here. Makes a nice catch and just turns downfield, but can't shake the tackler, but held on to the football.
Nice pitch and catch that time for the Sandy Valley first down. Cardinals on the move, ball at the 29-yard line of the Trojans. Mosden's going to tuck and run this time right up the middle. Inside the 20-yard line, and this is going to be awfully close to first down yardage on the carry.
Quarterback Nelson Mosden on his.
It's kind of funny, Denny, when he does that run, it almost looks like he's faking like it's a high snap. He jumps in the air, then he takes off running like he's trying to scramble.
Mosden with the terrific athletic ability. We've seen the arm strength. Now showing you what he can do with his feet.
Tusky Valley 19.
They give him a first down, 10 yards on the run.
Ball inside the 20, officially spotted at the 18-yard line. Snap back, 3 receivers to the right. He's going to throw to the left, though. Upstairs, is it good? Catches inbounds for the touchdown. Looks like Wagner over there on the far side. Isolation play, Robbie was the only receiver on that side of the formation.
You had the one-on-one and had the inside position. There you see him just go up over the defender and makes a nice catch, falls right down along the sideline in for the touchdown. Nice catch by Wagner, nice throw. Again, that time by Mazden.
So a 90-yard scoring drive, punctuated by the Mazden to Wagner touchdown pass. Wagner will circle back for the PAT try. The snap is back, hold is down, the kick is up, and the kick is good. 7:38 to play. Third quarter, Sandy Valley with a big score, 21-8. Rob, they really pulled that feeling of momentum away from the Trojans and have really started to separate now.
They sure have, you know, and that was a 90-yard, 9-play drive, Denny, all but 10 yards of that drive through the air, so 80 yards passing on that drive, and that kind of opens up the numbers now a little bit for Sandy Valley and their passing yards. At halftime, they were just 3 for 12. Well, on that drive, we had 4 completed passes out of 5, so not bad. Nice drive put together by Sandy Valley to answer back that Tusky Valley drive after the turnover.
And the war of attrition continues. We mentioned that quarterback Ethan Love has been taken to the hospital with concussion-like symptoms. Jalen Sharp, who got banged up on that left knee, now noticeably hobbling, had to come out during that series. So it's every last man for Tusky Valley. Beautiful kick and a soar into the end zone for the touchback.
Kick goes through the end zone. That's a touchback. Tusky Valley will have the football 1st and 10 from their own 20.
I don't remember in recent memory a kicker who kicks it through the end zone like that young man has done a couple times tonight already. He's got to have a Scully on the way somewhere.
He's not going to have to pay for college, that's for sure. 21-8. Important possession here for Tusky Valley. 1st and 10, ball at their own 20. Twins left. I formation behind Shetler. Well, looks like Jake Arendale.
Jake Arendale carries the football.
Probably his longest run of the night for about 6.
Outside the 25-yard line. We'll call it 2nd down and 4.
Trojans. Ball between the hashes. Shetler turn. And the give. Like Arendale again.
Carries the football. Tripped up by number 22.
Call it the 28, so going to bring up 3rd and, let's say 2.5.
3rd down and 2.
Not a very friendly spot of the football for Tusky Valley fans. Big 3rd down play here for the Trojans. They're going to turn and give. Pile is moving. And that is at its essence what Tusky Valley wants to do. That's Lewis on the carry.
Number 51, Blake Offenberg.
And Rob, with that huge offensive line,
give you a little push downfield.
It really can be that simple.
And that was Tyler Ayers, who I was trying to look up there, number 72 with the big push from behind to get the 1st down for the Trojans. Nice run again.
Clock moves, 6 minutes to play in the third period. Tusky Valley trailing 21-8. They've had their chances here in the third quarter. Want to make something out of this possession. Now you've got confusion. Twins either side, little bubble screen look. Here comes Burrier.
Pass complete to number 4, Tyler
Burrier up to the 40-yard line.
Brought down by number 33, Brandon
And
Murphy.
Rob, that's not a huge gainer, but I love the fact that they broke formation. They passed the football to someone different, and for 5 yards, you gave that Sandy Valley defense something completely different to think about.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking about. They're going to give them something to think about, and they got to be a little more honest.
So here we are in the shotgun again, same formation, pair of twin receivers to Shetler's left and right. Pass is complete, then dropped.
Pass intended for Landon Fox is incomplete. Brings up
I believe that was Landon Fox.
Yeah, he tried to run before he had the ball completed. He knew he was going to make the catch. He was just ready to head upfield with it.
And that's a pretty well thrown ball by Shetler as well. Is there anything that Shetler hasn't done well tonight?
I haven't seen him do anything wrong out there. That's a young man who you would love to have on your roster because he's just an athlete. You put that beside his name, ATH. Don't put him down as QB, DB, LB, anything. Just put him in all those positions.
Position they're in now is 3rd and 5. He's going to turn and hand. And that pile's moving a little bit. I believe that was Aaron Dale.
Might have gotten a yard.
Peter Hopwood carries
My
the football.
apologies. That was Hopwood who checked in.
Dropped there by number 63, Zach Rube. Picks up of a yard on the play. Brings up 4th down and 4.
Credit the senior Rug with the stop, but
South Johnson in
that will bring up
formation.
another Tusky Valley punt play. And the last time they punted in this direction, Rob, it was about a 10-yarder.
Yeah, 8-yard punt. They had 4 kicks in the first half for an average of 30 yards.
There's the good foot to ball by Johnson. Ball fielded at the 25, and look out! Oh, he's Finn on his feet! Look out! That's got to be Finn, it is.
Wow.
Finn took a shot, was able to stay on his feet. That's going to make a beautiful Buckeye Career Center replay.
Watch Finn. Takes the hit, puts the hand down to steady himself, back on his feet, and he's going to gain about 10 more yards after making that heads-up play. He wasn't willing to go down yet.
That was Tyler Burrier, the senior. That crushing pop. Of course, when they watch that tomorrow in film study, it'll be wrap him up.
Yeah, that's a 34-yard punt and about an 11-yard return.
And a welcome to the
Finn.
NFL hit. Love it when you can hear the pads crack like that up at press box level.
Yeah, especially if it's not yours.
So the ball spotted at the 36. Pistol look now for Sandy Valley. And look out, here comes Bracken. Bracken to the 40.
Number 4, Grady Bracken carries the football.
Able to work ahead to about the 43.
Well, Bracken is not a real huge guy. Very tall and slender, but man, he's got some shaky and bake moves out there.
He's electric.
He does. He just, like an eel, he's always moving one way or the other, isn't he? Jeez, nice run.
Pickup of about 7. In pistol look by Sandy Valley. The turn, the give, that's Bracken again. Bracken for about a yard. Coming into the game, Bracken, the
20, Cody Lewis.
leading ground gainer with 75 yards, and he's certainly blown past that tonight.
3rd down and 1.
Came into the game the leading touchdown scorer on the ground for Sandy Valley with 3. He's added to that total tonight as well. Brings up a big 3rd and 1. This is Mosden, straight ahead. And that'll be plenty as he's able to push past midfield.
Mosden runs the football straight ahead, dropped by number 30, Peter Hopwood.
Got it all the way down to the Tusky Valley 46 on the 9-yard run.
Sandy Valley will have the football, 1st and 10.
Well, he'd add 2 at halftime. That Bracken had 94 yards, has 9 yards this half, so he's over the 100-yard mark.
A whistle will stop play. We've got a timeout on the field.
Timeout, Tusky Valley. It's their second charge timeout of the second half.
How about Tusky Valley's second timeout taken already here in the third quarter?
Yeah, it leaves you a few options if you get back into this thing and need to run the clock. Hopefully they've run their 2-minute drill, but with their offense, Denny, there's not much of a 2-minute drill to it. They're basically a running offense, but we've seen Gabe Shetler come out here and throw the ball in these nice little bubble screens this half.
Don't forget, at the conclusion of tonight's contest, we'll have our McDonald's I'm Lovin' It MVP, brought to you by our local McDonald's restaurants. 6 locations to serve you in Dover, Uricksville, New Comerstown, Caddis, and 2 locations in New Philadelphia. McDonald's, I'm loving it. 21-8 on our Kent State University Tuscarawas scoreboard. 1st and 10. Mazden going up top. Look out, he's got his man. Is he in bounds? Yes. That's got to be Wagner on the far side.
It is. Wow. He just threw it out there and let Wagner run underneath that thing, didn't he? Watch this. He gets a lot of air under that ball. He's streaking down the sideline, has to step on the defender, has to wait just a little bit, and it almost looked like he fell out of bounds.
And Rob, I think that was Austin May.
Yeah, on the replay, it looked like May, and we were thinking it was Wagner.
Mazden straight ahead on the run. Picks up a couple.
Mazden runs straight ahead.
If you're watching this on one of our TV2 replay times on your television at home or at a friend's house, that's terrific. I want you to know that you can catch it anytime online by going to WJERTV2.com. Second down and 7. Mazden looks left, fires left, has his man, that's May. May wrestled out of bounds by Seth Johnson. And that's not going to be close to a first down. It's going to be 1st and goal. Was able to power past the down marker. And a score here, Rob, goes a long way into putting this out of reach.
Sure does. The Trojans not equipped with that high-powered, fast strike offense.
Here's the give to Bracken. Bracken straight ahead. Bracken touchdown.
Dre Bracken turns the football straight ahead for a Cardinal touchdown.
So the sophomore Dre Bracken finds pay dirt again, this time on the Buckeye Career Center replay, straight up the middle.
Nothing fancy about that, just right up the middle and blowing people off the line of scrimmage, putting your head down and driving right to the goal line.
Jacob Wagner to attempt the extra point.
You see my scorebook, I already have the score at 28-8 because
you think
Mr.
this is
Wagner
a gimme, right?
is pretty much a gimme.
You'd have to follow the Times reporter's Jim Haynes on Twitter. I think they had a kicking competition. Kick is up. And the kick is good.
1:55 left in the third quarter.
So 28-8.
Tusky Valley 8.
Under 2 minutes to play here in the third quarter, minute 55 to be exact.
That was a 7-play, 64-yard drive that time by the Cardinals as they build their lead to 20. And as I look at this, we asked what can Dre Bracken do. Well, on that drive, he went over the century mark for rushing yards, and then he also made that TD run, and he also had a nice catch there in that drive. So he did a little bit of everything. He's touched the ball a lot this half so far and had a good hand in both the scoring drives for Sandy Valley, because on the first drive, Denny had a 38-yard catch on a 3rd and 17.
And Rob, certainly Sandy Valley has seized the moment here, but boy, did this game turn when Tusky Valley couldn't capitalize on the Jalen Sharp interception to start things here in the third quarter.
Sure did. That's an opportunity missed.
And Wagner hammers that a yard deep.
Kickoff fielded a yard deep in the end zone by Cody Lewis. That's a touchback. Tusky Valley will have the football.
Lewis had great plans on a big run there, but as soon as that ball crosses the goal line, it's a whistle and a dead ball spotted at the 20.
Those guys practice those kickoff returns, and they're going to be happy in the weeks they don't face Mr. Jake Wagner, because most kickers will not kick that ball into the end zone.
We've seen it more times tonight than I've probably seen it in the last 2 broadcast seasons.
Goodness.
So 1st and 10 for the Trojans. Shetler, hands.
Jake Arundel carries the football.
And I would suspect that's Arundel. He's had most of the load here in the 3rd quarter.
He's a workhorse.
Looks like Tyler Ayers favoring his left shoulder out there.
Second down and 8.
Really lumbering around, heading back to the huddle. Clock running, 1:20 remaining in the 3rd quarter. Pickup of a yard on that last play. Shetler turns, hands again. Arundel going to be bottled up.
Pickup of the yard brings up 3rd down and 7.
And again, that's a really good job of setting your defensive game plan and knowing what Arundel has done in the previous 2 weeks. He comes in averaging 86 yards a game. He's certainly the guy you want to key on or focus in on as a defensive unit, and he really hasn't been able to bust loose tonight.
The longest run has been 6 yards, and that was just the outset of this half.
30 seconds to play in the period as the clock continues to run. Shetler throws right side. The ball is caught. That's Burrier. Burrier with a little shake and a spin. Gets it across the 30, near the 35-yard line.
Drop time number 2, Darren Finn.
Watch the spin here on the Buckeye Career Center replay.
Gain out to the 33-yard line.
Went up to get it, did a nice job. Now as contact is coming, you got the whoop, Braxton Miller B button.
That was a lot tighter than Braxton's circle right there. That was a nice move because he kind of got spun around there. The amazing thing is, Denny, he leaves his feet. You're expecting contact, and he came down, and he had no second thoughts. He just was heading upfield. Positive yardage.
That will be the last play of the 3rd quarter. After 3 in the books, it's 28-8, Sandy Valley on top. Back with 4th quarter action right after this on TV2.
Omni Orthopedics comprehensive programs provide early diagnosis and successful treatment for every musculoskeletal problem. With more than 30 years of orthopedic experience, their physicians offer patient-centered treatment for all ages. From evaluation to rehabilitation, your treatment plan is designed around your needs. Omni Orthopedics specializes in sports medicine, the spine, physical medicine and rehabilitation, foot and ankle, and hand surgery. If pain makes activities like climbing stairs, standing or walking a challenge, turn to the home team at Omni Orthopedics. Their mission is to provide you with the highest quality and most advanced orthopedic services so you can get back in the game. Located in the Oxford Medical Arts Building, Omni offers a full-service facility including digital x-ray and physical therapy. So there's no need to travel when quality care is so close to home. Omni Orthopedics, setting the standard in orthopedic care.
Are you recovering from orthopedic surgery, experiencing low back pain, or pain resulting from an injury? If so, choose Trinity Hospital Twin Cities Rehab Center. Their experienced team of physical therapists provide personalized care to help you return to normal activities as soon as possible. Choose the Trinity Hospital Twin City Rehab Center at Denison. Call 740-922-6675 for more information.
As a parent, we always want what's best for our child. In the case of one child, it may be going off to college. In another case, staying home and going to college. And yet, in other cases, it could be going right into the workforce. but how will they have the skills to do that? Buckeye Career Center has been the answer for one of our daughters. She's learning to do things with her hands that are going to be very valuable for her in the workplace. And we're excited we have Buckeye to thank for that.
Adults who return to Buckeye Career Center to continue their education usually have one goal in mind. They want the opportunity for a better job. The fact is, adult education programs at Buckeye Career Center are less expensive and provide greater opportunities for job placement following graduation. It's your future. Get the facts. Buckeye Career Center. We put people to work. Find out more about your future at buckeyecareercenter.org.
And we're back. Well, I'm back at Tusky Valley High School. Denny Trimmer with you. Rob Brindley has left the building. Rob, the co-host of the wildly popular WJER Domino's Football Friday Night Postgame Show, has left to go host the show. Shetler! Oh, it's dropped! Lewis got his left hand on the football.
Lewis is incomplete. Brings up 2nd down and 10.
And that would have broken the game right back into something, oh, goodness. For those of you who think that Shetler is just dinking and dunking, that time showed you the arm strength. Had his man out there, threw a beautiful strike. Lewis just couldn't haul it in. Bring up 2nd down and 10. Ball at the 33. Shotgun formation, twin receivers either side. Little out and up, a pump fake, and a beauty. But boy, is that well defended out on the edge by Jacob Wagner. Wagner, the senior, 3-year letter winner, says, been there, done that. Seen that move before. Great job defending. And again, another nicely thrown football. Shetler has stepped in under some dramatic circumstances here as Ethan Love was KO'd in the first period. He was later taken to the hospital, and they're looking at him with concussion-like symptoms. Certainly we hope for the best there. Shetler has performed admirably in Love's absence. This time he runs straight ahead.
Brought down by Brandon Murphy.
Not able to get back to the line of scrimmage, and it'll bring a 4th down
It's a loss of 2 yards
and a punting situation.
4th down and 12.
Glad to have you with us here on TV2. Earlier you saw the Woods Tall Timber fan cam, and certainly we want to thank them for being a part of the fun tonight. There's Johnson with another great kick. It's a number of punts tonight and really only one stinker in the bunch. That's another bomb off of his right foot.
Seth Johnson's punt is
Fair caught at about the 33-yard line.
Will take over the football, 1st and 10 at their own 32.
28-8 Sandy Valley on top on our Kent State University Tuscarawas scoreboard. We want to recognize Kent State Tuscarawas. Good folks down there located at 330 University Drive, Northeast in New Philadelphia. Of course, they had the Kent president visit this past week. It will be 1st and 10 for Sandy Valley. Ball at their own 32-yard line. Split receiver on either side. Mosden in the pistol. Here's the deep give to Bracken, and Bracken corralled back there.
Ray Bracken runs the football. He's drugged down by
Like Joseph Sagalis. Plays that inside linebacker.
No gain on the play, brings up 2nd down and 10.
2nd and 10, little personnel swap for Sandy Valley. Niesel now will split out wide left. Mosden collects the snaps, going to run it straight ahead. Gets to the 35, 36 maybe, and nothing more.
Nelson Mazen carries the football straight ahead. Brought down by Levi Simpson and Adam Kohler. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Don't forget to stick around after the contest for our Bell Stores post-game wrap-up. We'll also announce our McDonald's game MVP and give you our Shook Auto drive of the game. Clock moving. 9:45 to play in the contest. Sandy Valley, the 3rd and 6. Marsden with time, fires off his back foot. He's got a man on the right side. 20, 15-yard line, wrestled out of bounds. And that was Jacob Wagner. Those two have just been off a couple of times tonight, and this time Marsden hung with. We'll watch it on the Buckeye Career Center replay. Beautiful strike that time. You see the separation. Tyler Burrier did a good job catching up and stopping the score, but it's 1st and goal. Sandy Valley with the football at the 9-yard line. Marsden turns and gives. This is Bracken.
Bracken carries the football.
Bracken pushes ahead for a couple.
He picks up 2 yards on the play, brings up 2nd down and goal from the 7.
This Sandy Valley team had a little bit of a lull in the second quarter, and credit Tusky Valley for the way they played in that second period. Boy, they've showed the full arsenal tonight, have the Cardinals. The big pass plays, and Bracken with his ability. This is Mazen rolling left, has a man in the flats, and it's going to be a touchdown.
Pass complete to number 22, Jared Oliver, for a Cardinal touchdown.
Oliver on the grab. And let's watch it again. The good fake to Bracken going right side. Mazen then rolling, collecting himself, and throwing a strike into that left flat, and Oliver, the goal line for cash. It's 34-8, and Jacob Wagner looking to make it 35 with another PAT. Snap is back, the hold is down, kick is up, and it's a dandy.
Kick is good, 8:40 left in the ball game.
So with 8:40 to go,
Tusky Valley 8.
Sandy Valley in complete control now, 35-8. And this game kind of got away from the Trojans after they couldn't capitalize on great field position set up on the Jalen Sharp interception at the start of the third quarter. Cody Lewis will be back deep. He's caught a couple with one foot on the 1 yard line, the other foot inside the goal line. Been able to, not able to return those. Been quite a kicking exhibition tonight from the senior Jacob Wagner. There you see the Tusky Valley cheerleaders on screen. We decked in some of these stars and stripes, and Wagner approaches and blasts this ball about 5 yards deep.
Kick again goes into the end zone. Tusky Valley will have the football. 1st and 10 from their own 20.
Our TV2 crew will be at Sandy Valley next week. So back-to-back weeks of getting to see the high-octane Cardinal offense. Scott Robinson will be back in the saddle. And again, if you're watching this replay on your television. Remember, you can catch these replays anytime on your phone, tablet, or PC by going to WJARTV2.com. Inside give to Arundel, not much.
Arundel carries the football.
Clock moving, 8.5 to play. Second down and 8. Ball on the 22-yard line. This Tusky Valley team will look to rebound next week and look to get healthy. We'll know more about Ethan Love's condition. We'll know more about the left knee of Jalen Sharp. Shetler on the give. This is Arundel with some space out to the 35.
Jake Arundel carries the football.
A pickup of about 13 for the senior.
Brought down by Darren Finn.
There you see on the replay, just the patience at the point of attack, then bursting through that hole. Senior does a great job protecting the football and leaning ahead for the Trojan first down. Thanks to Buckeye Career Center for providing our replays. If you're an adult looking for a new career or high school student looking for ideas on how to start yours, check out Buckeye Career Center in New Philadelphia. They're in the business of preparing you for the fastest growing segments of today's job market. You can learn more online at buckeyecareercenter.org.
Takes the ball out to the 39-yard line.
Nice carry on first down out to the 39, pickup of about 4.
Second down and 7.
Running game means the clock is moving. 6:50 to play in this one. Trojans down 35-8. Some confusion. Shetler gets his men aligned. Now turns and gives deep in the backfield. It'll have to be Arundel again, yes.
Brought down by Chad Neisel. Pickup of 2 on the play, brings up third down and 5.
Great low angle shot. We've had some great camera work tonight. I want to thank all the guys and gals here doing their job. Certainly Keith back in the truck putting things together. These broadcasts don't just happen. You're talking about people that have been here since after lunch setting up cameras and running cords and making sure that Rob and I could do the things that we needed to do tonight. Certainly couldn't do any of it without them. Arundel plowing ahead.
Arundel carries the football out across the 45.
Gets past the 45, about the 46-yard line. And that's going to be a fourth down, but fourth and...
Pickup of 5 yards.
Well, fourth and very, very short. Short enough for a measurement. So a break in the action so that the chain crew can get a look at everything. See Zach Gardner across the way. His team getting set to move to 3-0 on the campaign.
Tusky Valley has the first down by half the length of the football.
And Arundel did pick up the first down. Clock now moving after the chains have been set. 5:40 to play in this contest. 35-8. Sandy Valley, 1st and 10. The give to Arundel, left side, nothing doing. May have lost a yard.
Jake Arundel carries the football. Brought by number 40, Billy Tesling. No gain on the play, brings up second down and 10.
A generous spot. We'll say that he got back to the line of scrimmage. As we approach the 5-minute mark in this contest, Things have kind of pulled away here in the third and fourth quarters, but certainly the first half and beginning portion of that third quarter, we had quite a ball game here at Tusky Valley High School. Helmet went flying. Arundel with another carry.
49-yard line.
Fullback Seth Johnson will check back in. Ball between the hashes. Quick give to Johnson this time. Crosses midfield, takes a shot. Gets to about the 48-yard line.
Seth Johnson carries the football, dropped by number 80, Tyler Dice. Takes the ball down to the Cardinal 48. Brings down 4th down and 4.
Well, that's a must-convert 4th down here for Tusky Valley. 4th and 4. There's our Tall Timber Resort fan cam in action. We live in the era of the selfie. Anytime you stick a camera up, you're always going to get a great reaction. 4th down play. Shetler turns and gives. Here's Arundel down to the 40-yard line. Plenty. Keep those chains a-moving.
Arundel carries the football.
And credit to Jake Arundel. Let's watch it on the Buckeye Career Center replay. That play starts off inside, and he kind of continues to bounce that out. All right, that's going to be enough. Again for the first down. Clock moving, 3:05 to play in this contest. Remember to stick around for our Bell Stores post-game show. Here comes Arundel again across the 35 near the 30-yard line.
Jake Arundel again carries the football down to the 31.
Senior not ready to give up, not ready to give in.
It's a pickup of 9, 2nd down and 1.
Give him 8.5. No good spot, gives him 9. It's not going to make up the deficit, but this has been a nice prolonged drive by the Trojan offense. 2nd and 1. Give to Arundel again.
Jake Arundel carries the football inside the 30. Tusky Valley will have it 1st and 10 at the Cardinal 27.
Plows his way down to about the 27-yard line. As a part of that Bell Stores post-game wrap-up, we'll also have our McDonald's I'm Loving It game MVP. Under 2 minutes to play, minute 45 on the clock. Toss left side, Arundel, and that's a pretty nice job defensively.
Jake Arundel around left end, brought down by Cameron Woods.
Looked like
no gain on the play,
number 73, the freshman Cameron Woods, did a nice job stringing that play out, never letting Arundel get the corner. Arundel was kept inbounds, though, so the clock continues to run. 1:14 to play. Sandy Valley will move to 3-0. Trojans will fall to 1 and 2. Here's Arundel plowing his way ahead. Still not down.
Jake Arundel returning the football.
Arundel down to about the 12-yard line. Move the chains again.
1st and 10 from the Cardinal 12.
Well, if you're looking for signs of hope from Tusky Valley, folks, the fact that they have not folded up the tent here at the end of this game with the score out of reach, certainly a promising sign. Arundel again on the give.
Cliff Arundel carries the football down to the 10-yard line. Brings up 2nd down and 8.
2nd and 8. You might have time for one more play. Clock at 15 seconds. Shetler turns, gives Arundel, got blasted. Absolutely got crushed. Sandy Valley saying enough is enough. Connor Finicum.
Next ball game. Sandy Valley 35.
And that Buckeye Career Center replay. Finicum serving up the facial, and that will be the ball game. 35-8. Sandy Valley over Tusky Valley. Back with our Bell Stores post-game wrap-up right after this on TV2.
WJER and TV2 would like to introduce you to a new website, WJERTV2.com, where you can watch exciting high school football, soccer, and volleyball replays from TV2 Sports on your home computer, smartphone, or tablet. Also watch the latest episodes of TV2's original programming, Sports Talk, The Garden Girl, The Not So Shy Chef, Off the Record, and Medical Minutes, as well as catch up on local community news and search for local businesses. So make sure to check out the new WJERTV2.com community website where everything's local.
Century National Bank is proud to bring you the quarter recap on TV2 Sports.
The students, staff, and families involved in these games know the importance of commitment and working together to achieve a goal.
Century National Bank enjoys supporting our hometown organizations because we share those same values.
Over many generations, our local bankers have earned a reputation for responsibility and trustworthy guidance.
We invite you to count on us. Visit us soon at our new location, 1255 Monroe Avenue, New Philadelphia, or give us a call at 330-681-7000.
We hope to see you soon and enjoy the game.
Hi, I'm Elaine Miller with Naturally Green Cleaning Service. My company serves both commercial and residential clients. We do general cleaning, spring and fall, empty homes to get them move-in ready, and final cleans for new construction. We use eco-friendly cleaning products that leave your home or office fresh, clean, and safe for you, your family, pets, or coworkers. Our focus at Naturally Green is to provide excellent customer service paired with outstanding work to build a relationship of trust with you, our clients. Having served the area 4+ years, we have had many referrals and testimonials that you can access on our website at www.naturallygreencs.com. Our work sells itself, therefore we have never had any contracts even with our largest commercial accounts. Call us today for your free quote and see what makes our company stand out.
Hey, thanks for staying with us. Denny Trimmer with you here with the TV2 crew, and this what was a tight game at half. Sandy Valley pulling, frankly, the way a team that's loaded like them should be able to do with that explosive offense. 35-8 was our final. Sandy Valley advances to 3-0 on the season. Tusky Valley falling to 1-2 on the campaign. And this is a look at our Bell Stores post-game report, service of your local Bell Stores. 4 convenient locations to serve you better in Dover, Bolivar, New Philadelphia, and Strasburg. Stop in at your local convenient Bell Store and make sure your family is running on full for the second half. Well, we had quite a game here in the first half, 14-8 at halftime, and then Sandy Valley started with the football, you'll remember, to start the third quarter. First play of the third quarter, Jalen Sharp, who on basically 1.5 legs intercepted a Mazdan pass, set up great field position for the Trojans, but they could not capitalize, and a huge swing in momentum there, because what happened next was our Shook Auto drive of the game. And in that drive, Sandy Valley went 90 yards after The defense put up the wall, shut down the short field. They went the length of the field, scored to make it 21-8, and effectively started to put this game out of reach. Tonight's drive of the game brought to you by Shook Auto, located in beautiful Tuscarawas County, Ohio. Shook Auto, one of the largest independent vehicle sales company in the area. If you're looking for a new ride or a new drive, call Shook Auto, 339-5711. And certainly throughout the course of the night, both teams had standout play. If we could give a McDonald's I'm loving it MVP to a player on the losing team, Gabe Shetler certainly came to play this evening. Had to fill in at the quarterback spot. He was a starting receiver, but Ethan Love out most of the game with concussion-like symptoms after taking a big hit in the first quarter. Shetler did a great job commanding the offense, moving his team up and down the field. Actually played well defensively as well. Remember, kind of rung his own bell on a big hit in the secondary as well. So he did a nice job. But our MVP tonight is Sandy Valley's running back, Dre Bracken. The 6'1", 170-pound sophomore, Dre Bracken, showed an electric style of play tonight. It was really fun to watch. Running the football, the big run for cash early in this game, the ability to kind of dip and dart and do things that, frankly, most kids around here that play high school football don't have that kind of talent. The total package at the running back spot tonight, Dre Bracken, our McDonald's I'm loving it player of the game, our game MVP. Well, that's going to wrap it up here from Zorville, where our final score was Sandy Valley 35, Tusky Valley 8. Sandy Valley moves to 3-0 on the campaign. Tusky Valley falls to 1-2. For my long since departed color man, Rob Brindley, to all the guys and gals working with the cameras and the truck, thank you so much, and thank you most of all for watching. Remember, you can catch this replay anytime online at WJERTV2.com. And for the crew, I'm Denny Trimmer, wishing you all a very good evening.
The tear in your eye, your head in the curtains, and heart like the 4th of July.
You swore and said, we are not shining stars. This I know.